Yo, what's going on, people? What is up? We are back. Another episode of the O.O.C. Got Roberto in the house. I don't know if JG is going to pop in, but maybe he will, maybe he won't. But the show must go on. What's up, Roberto? How you doing?
Living. How you living?
I'm living good, man. Can't complain. Tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Well, like always, I say, if you're here, you know we're here Wednesday nights. It looks like it's a little dry tonight, but, you know, as we go, people will flow. Saturdays, we did Square One. That was fun. Feels like we have to rush to get it in, but, you know, just to get it out the blood, get it out the system, feels good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. I don't
like it.
Oh, I can't complain, bro. Oh, I got a story for you. This bitch at work tried to Me Too me.
Tried to what?
Me Too me.
Okay. What the fuck is that?
So here's how it starts, okay? So there's this chick at work. Nobody really likes her. She's had a couple of arguments with a few people there. We usually do group lotto tickets, right? Mm-hmm. So we've been doing it for a while, but recently we started to do it with the extra. So one time we did it, and the last time we did it, we had 13 people. So when I went, it was like, oh, can't get 13 with the extra, right? So I thought it was a glitch at the store I went to. So I said, nah, I'll forget it. So I went someplace else, found out that was the deal. So what I ended up having to do was either get 13 tickets with no extras, and everybody gets a ticket, or get 12 with the 9 extras. Now, I decided to get the 12 with the 9 extras. So I'm like, fuck, someone's going to be left out, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? And 2 of the bosses went in, so I was like, all right, if anything, I'll give back to one of the bosses. So I went into work in the morning. I gave up the tickets, and I told them, like, listen, man, I could only get 12 tickets. So there's one fucking bitch. Oh, man, I can't believe he only got 12 tickets. You know what I mean? I did blah, blah, blah. So I ignored it. I didn't say nothing, right? She said it 10 minutes later. Hey, Bonnie, do you believe this guy didn't get, he only got 12 tickets and left someone else? I ignored it again. The third time she said it, I was like, listen, bitch, you should be glad that it wasn't fucking you that I decided to give the money back to. Right?
Sounds like she wanted to get X'd off the island.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, okay, fine. Had that little thing, never spoke to her. Then one dude at work, she was talking on the phone, and he was polite. He didn't say nothing. He just like, hey, can you keep it down a bit, you know? She riled up. Boom, left the office. And she has a tendency of doing that, getting upset and then leaving work and doing whatever she does. They say she goes to the bar or whatever, you know? So she stays away for the week, for that whole week. She comes back on Monday. So she comes back on Monday, and everybody was hoping that she quit, right? Everybody was hoping that she quit. But she comes back on Monday. And the reason why she came back, because our boss was on vacation, right? So he was only coming back on the Monday. So she came back when he came back. Actually, no, he came back on the Thursday, and he kept trying to tell her to come and speak her mind, talk what she had to talk, and she wouldn't do it. But she ended up coming back on Monday, right? So she comes back on the Monday. She goes in his office, and one by one, people are going in the office, one by one, that she had an argument with because she's saying people were bullying her. So they're like, she's gonna call you. They're gonna call you, right? And I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? So sure enough, to call me in the office. So I get in the office now, and the first thing she says was, "Oh, he said something inappropriate to me." I said, "Don't you even try to fucking lie to me. I lie. I did not say anything inappropriate to fucking you." And I said, "This is what happened." So I explained to my boss what happened, right?
Uh-huh.
So she's like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't yell at people because you don't know what they're gonna do. They may jump off the balcony or they may, jump in front of the train." And I was like, well, my boss was like, "Well, if that's a problem, then maybe you should go check that out, right?" And she was trying to say something to me. I think it was before she said that. And she was like, "Look at me when I'm talking to you." Like, raised her voice and said, "Look at me when I'm talking to you." I said, "Bitch, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?" Like, ain't no fucking buddy talk to me like that. And my boss kind of like, "Okay, hold on." And then he was like, "Yeah, don't talk to him like that. You know what I mean? That's like talking to a kid. You don't talk to a grown man that way, you know?" So she was like, "Oh, trying to squash the situation and this and that." So she said, "Well, as soon as he came into the office, he started yelling at me." I said, "No, I didn't." And my boss, who was on point, he was like, "So wait, okay, so let me get the story straight. He came in with the tickets and started yelling at you. What did he say?" And she said, "Well, he yelled at me." So he said, "Well, yeah, okay, what did he say?" She was like, "Oh, well, I blocked it out." So he was like, "Well, if you blocked it out, it wasn't that important. You can't remember what he said, but he's telling me detail by detail what happened." You know what I mean? So he was like, "If you're going to block it out, you might as well just block it out." And then he started with the, everybody's here for money, blah, 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 and all of this stuff. And then he ended up, saying, "Okay, I'll just go back to your seat." So I went back to my seat. You know what I mean? But, bro, I was pissed.
There's a person like that in every workplace. Every workplace has a person like that just disrupting the daily flow.
100%. Absolutely 100%. And the thing is, she ain't making no dough, right? So she's always like, anytime someone makes some dough or gets a deal, "What up, Danny? What's going on, brother?" She's
What up,
always
JG?
like,
What up? I want to listen to the story. Go
ahead.
What up, JG?
Yeah, so anytime someone makes some money, she's always like, huffing and puffing, you know what I mean? So I said that to the boss because like we all should be happy for people if they're making money. And I said, I said, "You see, here's the thing. She likes to say and do things under her breath, right? She acts like we can't hear her, but we can hear her when she's under her breath. And when someone makes a deal, she's like, and she's like, "Well, you know what? Anytime someone makes a deal, they're like, 'Hey, good job, good job.' And she's like, 'No one ever says it to me when I get something.' So I make a joke and I just say 'good job' and tap myself on the back." My boss is like, "Well, why do you care? Why do you care if anybody cares whether you make money or not?" And I'm like, "Exactly. Like, why the fuck do you care?" You know what I mean? And it's at the point where I'm like, why you keep her here? I have no idea. Nobody really likes her. Some of the old ladies there, they talk to her, but they don't really like her either. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, man, this chick really tried to say that I said something inappropriate to her. That's what pissed me off the most. Like, you like fucking 80 years old. You know what I mean? You're bipolar with something. I don't know what's wrong with her, but I would never. Trust me on that one. I'm telling you, I would never.
Whenever there's lotteries and shit like that, I give my $2 or I give my $3 and I want my receipt. I do not want to be responsible. Anything you're responsible for, you're going to deal with a nut, man.
100%.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I don't mind doing it, right? I really don't. But at the same time, like you said, there's always going to be one.
Yeah, it's headaches for nothing. Headaches for nothing.
Well, no, if we win, it's a good headache. I'll accept that headache if we win. You know what I'm saying?
chances are you're not going to win because you have poison amongst you.
Very true. JG.
Yo.
I am glad you are here. And Roberto too. You know what I mean? Donnie was here when we did this, but he ain't here right now. But I am glad you two are here. Because remember we were talking about she's a tree smoker? Nah, Donnie, she don't. She's an alcoholic though, from what I heard, but she don't smoke.
Don't insult the weed.
You know what I mean? Nice try. So remember when we were talking about the OnlyFans stuff, right?
Yeah.
Did either of you see Shannon Sharp's response to that?
No.
Oh, good. Even better that both of you didn't see it. So I want to play this just so that you guys can hear what Shannon Sharp had to say. Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you this is what I'm gonna do. He come to me and I was like, damn, baby, why you didn't tell me you had OnlyFans? She's like, I'm sorry, Shannon, because I know you're gonna be upset. And you know, but here's my last month check. I look down at that thing say 200,000. I don't know who you have filming, but I'm in charge now. That's my job. That's my job now, Joe. That cameraman got to go. That's extra income we can bring in this house.
Listen,
man,
and let me tell you something. Now we talk about making some real money. We talk about making some real money. You gotta understand to the extent that you can go to get that real money. We ain't talking about no pictures now. We ain't talking about just no pictures. So
how much more can we make? What you need, Ocho? What you need, Ocho? Huh? Hey,
is that Danny?
Oh man.
Is that a lie though?
You know what? I really agree with Shannon Sharp, but I'm with him on this one. I am with him. When I saw that one with the teacher, the ex-teacher, they got fired. They must have made like $1 million in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
My wife came to me and said, babe, I'm thinking about doing OnlyFans. Shit, do it. Do it. You want me to be in it? I'll be in it too. Let's go.
100%. But again, OnlyFans is a lot like YouTube, right? Just because you create one, don't mean you're gonna be one of the popular ones. You know what I mean? So just because you have one doesn't mean that. But if you
that shit could come back to haunt you one day.
You're right. It could.
It could.
Well, if I make enough money, I don't think I care that much.
If
I don't make anything, then I'll be like, I did this for nothing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta delete all of this shit off the internet.
Hey, Nzo, I think it's a little back noise or something in your mic.
You guys hear my noise? It's probably my phone. Okay. Tell me if it's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I do agree that you know, if you do it and you ain't making money, you're screwed 100%. But also, if you ain't really making money, how many people are really seeing it? You know what I mean? I think it's when you're making money, that's when everybody's seeing it, and that's the most you're gonna get exposed. You know what I mean? Like if you big enough, like let's say Roberto starts what? You know what I mean? And I say Roberto because you know Roberto got that big old chest and the pecs and look at his shoulders.
It used to be there.
You know what I mean? Roberto was the man when they take off his shirt, panties drop at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so let's say Roberto went up there and he started, you know, doing some stuff like that. And he started making crazy loot. I don't see an issue with it.
Yeah, but you know what? The lady that you're with at some point is going to be insecure because, you know, you're obviously famous now and all them panties that are dropping, one of them panties might look or smell better than hers. You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
But wouldn't that be with anything? Like, let's say you're trying to be, you know, a rapper or a movie star or something. Any type
I
of
think
thing.
when it's more sexual, because a rapper, unless I'm taking my shirt off at every show, you don't really know, right? But I'm doing that shit live on TV. You see the work I can do. I'm putting in the work.
You can't hide it, Roberto. Maybe now you could because you're a little older, probably not going to. But back in the day, you couldn't hide that shit. Nigga, what are we talking about here? I grew up with you. You couldn't hide it. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying about hide it, but take it off. It's a different story. Like you can see a girl with a sick
Mm-hmm.
butt, but when she puts on that G-string, it's a different story, right?
Yeah.
The skin has a fuller effect. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no.
But at the same time, like you be riding on the metro. Well, you won't be riding on the metro because you be making all that mad money. But you be in a restaurant and shit, and people just looking at you and smiling. You're wondering, they know me? They know what I do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's say you did do it, then you made it big, right?
Mm-hmm.
People would go back. They would find that. Someone would find out and be like, oh, look, this guy did OnlyFans. And they'd try and expose you. The same thing they did with Pinky Doll, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, it would be like if I'm running for president. That's the only way I would think it would hurt me. Because
yeah, exactly.
If I'm going for a job and they hold that against you, then that job wasn't meant for you anyway.
Facts. And you know, some of those jobs, they wouldn't really hold that shit against you.
Unless one of the employees is his wife.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell no. I saw you.
He walks in his room and he's like, the fuck you watching? Oh, nothing, baby. Clicks, gets a glimpse of Roberto. Months later, Roberto comes in for the job. I know you from somewhere. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I know you from somewhere. Goes to
his wife goes, I know him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She didn't have to say anything. You probably just watch her looking at you, be like, oh, that's where I fucking know you from. No, sorry.
Do this move, and she just, what? I seen that before.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. We're full. Sorry. No job for you here. JG, shout out your channel. Let the people know where they can find you, sir.
Oh, no, you can find me right here Wednesday nights on the O.O.C with Mr. King, the Royal, the Exquisite, the Abbott, the Osiris of this shit, Nzo, doing his thing over here, and Roberto, Mr. Keeping It Real since 65, Mr. Black Don't Crack, Mr. The Original Bumba Clack Dandada, over here doing our thing, and also find with Superwise, talking our geek shit.
Absolutely. Listen, Jack Laws, to be honest with you, man, even if I was with a woman that was like, I don't want to go to McDonald's, I probably wouldn't be with a woman like that. Now, I ain't saying she got to go to McDonald's all the time, but like if we just like, oh, hey, let's go over here, have a quick meal at McDonald's or some shit, and she's turning up her nose because she want like fancy food, then nah. You know what I mean? I don't want someone like that that's constantly like that. But
I can understand if she never had McDonald's before.
Right, if she doesn't
eat that because she thinks it's poison, then I'd be like, okay, babe, give her some knowledge. I want to stop this shit too. But if she's eaten it before and she's just assuming because you're taking her, it has to be gourmet shit. Yeah, that's wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not your father.
And it's like sometimes, yeah, for sure. It's not every time we're gonna go eat fucking McDonald's, right? But you know what I mean? Like I said, if there's that quick thing, maybe you guys are just chilling downtown doing some shit. Hey, let's get something to eat real quick. You know what I mean? And continue what we're doing. Oh yeah, well, let's go to this 5-star restaurant. I never tried it. Like,
wow. Trust me, if it's a bun spliff chick, she's going to Mickey D's hard. She's hitting all those up. You know what I mean? Get the gravy. You see the and you guys are chill, you know?
100%. You know what I mean? She ain't no bougie chick. Oh yeah. She could, hey, let's go get some fucking McDonald's right now.
You know what I mean? Some hot dogs in a tin.
Exactly. You don't want none of them. Well, I don't know what hot dogs.
But watch. No, I'm just saying that's how pretty she'll get. But that's usually a bun spliff gal. An alcohol gal wants to go to some high end place where the drinks are gonna take your bill over the limit. You know. And then you don't get any.
Fact.
All liquored up.
Now, if it's a drinker and a smoker, you're in luck.
She might pass out. You got to put them in the right order, or she might pass out.
That is correct.
She drinks that liquor and she touches the spliff. You know the night's over.
I'm glad we got there. You know, because like it's a random topic, a thing just come up. So back in the day, right? JG, how old are you again?
39.
Okay, so you up there, right? Back in the day, you used to call up a gal, right? And be like, hey, babes, what you doing? Nothing, chilling. Yeah, I got this bottle over here. You want to come true? What you drinking? Hennessy. I'm coming, right? So she comes over. She gets plastered, right? You get plastered too as well because you're drinking as well. You fuck. She goes home by the way the next day, whatever. Boom. It's all fine and dandy. You know you can go to jail for that shit now?
What?
Yes, if she's doesn't give you like, or she's too out of her mind drunk, right? That's like, oh well, I was drunk. I didn't give you consent.
Oh man, you know what?
Hold up, bitch. I got Grammarly. Let me get on my computer. You agree?
Oh, you muted yourself, Roberto.
So we're gonna start doing contracts when they come
So,
to the house.
That's what I'm saying.
Fill it out.
So here's the thing. Let's say you're in it, right? You're getting true, right? You know, foreplay and all thing, and she passes out, and you take it. You can go to jail for that.
I've never done that. So
well, what if I'm thinking I'm hitting it so
out,
good?
it's over.
I'm hitting it so good.
I'm waking her up, but
normally if you wake her up, she's gonna puke on you, man. Just go to sleep.
No, not necessarily. Well, it depends on how much you drink.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends. Everybody's different. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But I personally never had that happen to where she got completely passed out. But you know, we've been sloshed. You know what I mean? There's times we sloshed. You know, and usually if you sloshed and if the girl wakes up in the morning and says, oh, I didn't want to do that, she can go to jail saying you were raped her and she was drunk out of her mind. She didn't know what she was doing.
Well, you know the times we're living in are fucking whack, so I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised.
That's the problem, though. You know what I mean? That's the huge problem is the times we're living in. Because back in the day, back in the day, if you at the club and you leave with a girl, you both know why you leaving together. You know.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no ifs, ands, or about it, or she wanted to talk. No, you guys are leaving a club because you are going to fuck, right? But you can't assume that nowadays, because if you do, you get in trouble.
Well,
now,
I'll go ahead, JJ.
There are some laws that, you know, I think it's called the Mann Act, where if you take a woman across state line that's not your wife and get a hotel, you can go to jail for that.
If she's of age?
No, even if she's of age, they say you're taking her across state lines for immoral purposes. Now, a lot of places, they don't really, you know, it's a law they put on Jack Johnson way back in the day because he was taking white women everywhere, smashing them, right? So they invoked that. But a lot of places, they don't even, you know, I mean, you go to a hotel, they're going to like, is this your wife? No. They just want their money, go to your hotel room, do what you got to do. But yeah, it's a law.
Well, think about it. Even if the girl consents and her friends tell her, you know, Nzo said this about you, she could easily say, you know what? Nzo raped me. And you got to prove otherwise. You got to go get a lawyer, go to court. You know, your reputation's fucked. No one wants to be with you. People start second guessing you. Oh, yeah, Nzo was with a lot of women, so I could see maybe some of them he did that too. Just on speculation. So, you know, that law is even taken even further because they always had the power. It's a no-brainer. I seen guys call cops on women, and the cop just moves the woman out of the way when they arrive and arrests the guy just on arrival. They don't even know who called. So it's scary, man. It's scary.
It's always like that. You know what I mean?
It's worse now. I think it's worse now, Nzo.
Yeah, a lot of them lie.
Because of that, I guess it's that Me Too thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm glad you brought that up because that reminded me too, right? When we were in the office, my boss was like, "Oh, you know, next time it happens, you know, don't yell at her because you can understand how it's intimidating because you're a big guy." You know what I mean? And I said, "Yeah, and I'm black too, you know." And they were like, "No, it's not about color and stuff like that." And I said, "Yeah, Nick, sometimes it is."
Trust me, I'm black all my life. I know. I don't need your approval.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just not because I'm a big dude. Sometimes it's because they're intimidated, because, you know, they follow the stereotypes and they believe all of that crap about black people. And that's what it is, you know?
You should have did a test with him. Call the police, Tom. Call the police and watch, okay? Say what happened, and then say black. They're going to say with okay, and they'll be here in 2-3 minutes. You know what I mean? If you don't say he's black, they might not even call. They might even come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't even want to test that theory.
Wait, also, I was just joking.
Yeah, there is no fucking way. That is no. We could have to find another way, because that's not the way that I want to go. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're talking about, you know? Because
they'd be like, he's black before he even hangs up the phone.
15 cars. 15 fucking cars.
Facts.
Oh, man.
Facts, 100%. So yeah, I didn't want to mess with that. But again, it is the world we live in. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I want to show you guys something.
Rolling the spindle.
That's JG probably.
Or just sipping on a milkshake.
We know it ain't alcohol because we can't handle this shit. We know it ain't that. I'll show you guys something.
Oh, I seen this shit.
Now, yeah, this is white people shit. Watch this.
Hi, baby girl. Hi. You gonna come out?
Hell no.
Okay. Well,
And
no, I'm gonna have Chris help. Hopefully. Oh,
should I continue filming?
Yeah, sure.
You know? I'm like, what are we talking about here? Kill this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Get that fucking knife.
Wow. To wrap around her.
Chop it up into little pieces. What are we doing here?
Yeah, let me put it on your back.
Oh, wait, wrapped around her fucking leg.
Okay.
Yo, that motherfucker opened his mouth and grabbed her arm. Come here, bitch.
I need you to unwrap her from my shoulder, please. Okay.
And I'm gonna cut through because then there's a bunch of blood that drops on the floor.
A bunch of what?
Blood.
Are you serious?
This is why you have two people.
Come on, out of her arm?
Can we see if we can get her off of my arm?
Look at the color.
She's starting to drip down on the floor right
Wrapping
now.
my leg isn't as so get the snake hook and see if you can get it like inside her. No, don't pull her that way.
Look, it's wrapped around her leg and shit.
No, honey, you need to get underneath her finger, her teeth. Yes. So you can get her too.
Yeah, so I'll stop it there because that's where the blood starts to drip. But they do end up getting it off of her. But
it's just like this video I posted. They have this, I think it was called Shore of Death.
mm-hmm.
It's something death to it, you know? And it's this ridge line on the edge, like near the water, and it's basically sinking and raising like a dock, you know? But a dock is controlled. This is Mother Nature controlling it. So there's 3 white guys chilling on the edge. 2 of them jump in. Now they're trying to get out. And every time they climb the rocks, the fucking wave slaps them back in. So they're struggling. What does the 3rd guy do? Oh, well, I might as well struggle with my friends. He fucking jumps in too. I'm like, you know what? I said, not this is white shit. I said, obviously there's no brothers there, as you notice. That's the only thing. If I can't write, well, that's a white thing. There's no brothers there. They wouldn't be doing that fucking shit. Anything you have with death, what for?
Bro, you gotta be out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, really and truly. First off, you see how big that snake is? Like, I wouldn't eat, bro.
Dude, as soon as his head came out like that, I'm like, nope, fuck this.
That don't look like it's the first time. Like,
nah.
I had a snake before. and we used to feed it live food, so it had its natural behavior. He never came out straight like that and opened up his mouth. What? We done took out the cutlass. We used to have a snake. We'd have chopped them up right there. There'd have been none of that, dog. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying. The Basel said they lived with that snake. Why the hell you get a snake that big? I don't know.
They grow that big. You can't help it, you know?
Yeah, no, I know, but
when they grow that big, that's when they go to the zoo.
That's when
they go somewhere else. You don't
First
keep
off-
buying bigger cages.
First off, I don't want no little snake, medium size snake, or a big snake. I don't want no fucking snake. Them lizards and all them fucking nasty ass fucking things. You can keep those motherfuckers away from me.
What about
I didn't even
scorpions?
Oh,
Fuck
hell
that
no.
It'd be that one damn
No.
night I'm gonna see that shit sneaks out the damn whatever
You know what I
it is.
mean?
It fucks me up. Nope.
Oh, hell fucking no. Absolutely
You
not.
guys fucking
No.
make me laugh. How the
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
is that scorpion gonna sneak out?
Hey,
Hey, you
I watch too many movies.
I know.
I
I
watch too
know.
many
That's
movies,
like
I
me
guess.
saying, Nzo, you
But-
got a piranha? What's to stop that motherfucker from jumping out and biting your face?
Well, it's a fish, you know what I mean? I know it can't stay outside of water.
Yeah, but he's locked on your face. This razor sharp. He's taking a chunk out of your
Yeah.
face,
Yeah, but you're gonna die soon. You know what I mean?
and you're gonna look funny the rest of your life.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine. But
And
a
that's worth
fucking
having a piranha.
scorpion. A scorpion? No, I wouldn't want one either.
You never had a piranha or Oscar?
I never had no fish
Okay.
in my life. I've never had no fish. You know what I'm saying? So it was Craig that had them.
That fucking snake's longer than me. He's at a zoo. He's at a fucking zoo.
Didn't you have a scorpion?
I had a scorpion, yeah, and I had a snake too. You don't remember? Did you ever come by the club and see him?
Soul Heaven?
Yeah. We had
I probably did.
Sanchez.
Yeah, I probably did. Don't remember, but I probably
Man, when you're burning spliff and you give some live mice to feed them, man, that's some entertainment, boy.
Man, I don't even want to see that shit.
Oh, fuck. Seeing them in their natural habitat, that's crazy.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a little hard to watch, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But at the same time, I'm fucking good.
I hear you. I wouldn't get one again. Like, it was just an interest for a moment, you know?
Yeah.
Now we'll get a pet monkey though. The little
Hey,
ass
you
monkey.
crazy? This shit can rip you apart.
No, the little ass ones with the with the hats.
What the fuck you want a monkey for,
Listen,
though?
I said I
I'm-
would get one. Not those
Yeah, okay.
Michael Jackson bubbles thing that the one that ripped that woman's face off. Not that one.
They're all crazy. They're all fucking crazy. They're all strong. That shit decides to say, you know what, JG, I had enough of your fucking shit. What can you do about it? You better have a gun. Well, obviously,
Well, if it's the
you're
size
American.
of my hand, I know I can just toss that shit across the house.
Listen,
But that thing, that woman that mauled that woman's face, hell no, I don't want anything like that.
Shut a chimpanzee.
Yeah, she had a chimp, I think. Yeah.
I don't want no monkey, no chimp, no panda bear, no fucking tiger. Like, why?
You ever see those people that have that fucking Tibetan dog, man?
That thing.
The shit's the size of a grizzly bear.
Tibetan Mastiff. Yeah, them things are huge.
Why would you want that? And what kind of you walking with a garbage bag to pick up that dog shit? You have a fucking shovel?
Bro, I don't want none of that. You understand? That is...
It's all status. People doing this shit just to be seen, just to be noticed.
I am good with cats. I am good with dogs. And that is it. I don't want nothing else. I'm good.
Hey, those cats are vicious too, though, man.
A cat turns on you is pretty fucking deadly.
A cat can be, but you know what I mean? I'll take my chances with a cat than to have to search my... Because I am not sleeping if there is a fucking scorpion loose in my house.
What do you mean
I'm not
loose?
sleeping. Huh?
He's not my pet like I take him for a walk and shit.
No, I know, but there have been occasions where that fucking scorpion got out of the cage. Don't
I
ask
never
me
heard of
how.
that. If I heard of that, I would have bought one. Chances are very rare that it happens because it's a sealed tank. He can't open that lid. If you forget the lid open, that's on you, baby. But if you close that shit, he can't get out. I'm sorry. You don't have a fucking scorpion the size of your shoe.
Well, that's the shit I'm saying. Even like, let's say someone does fucking leave it open by accident. Nah, bro.
That's like, you know, you're cleaning your gun, you forget there's a bullet in there.
Oh, well, I don't know, but I know
shit happens.
I know I'm not sleeping that night, so there's no reason for me to have one of those.
As I say, also, to each his own. I ain't trying to force you to have a fucking scorpion. You know, I'm just saying to have it and live with that paranoia that it's gonna. I'd be more paranoid that fucking Godzilla snake will open up the lid himself and eat my child. You know, you see the size of that shit.
That's why I wouldn't have one of those motherfuckers either. You know,
someone's got to be stronger than that snake in my house, or he ain't fucking staying. Because that guy looked like he couldn't get it off or nothing.
Two of them couldn't get off. I mean, it's shit.
You saw the whole thing, JJ?
I saw enough that Steve Irwin got to know that when a snake puts his head out like that, he's ready to attack. That motherfucker went out to be friendly. He went out there. He didn't sneak out there and say, hey, he was there to attack. You know what he was doing.
You ever see that guy, the Snake Whisperer? That Indian guy?
I don't think I've seen him.
He's in a cave with like 1,000 fucking deadly snakes. Yeah. And he's just walking around slapping them in the head. What? Shit's going to attack him. What? And then they all just back off. I'm like, what the fuck?
And weren't they cobras or something like that?
Yeah. You can't even say that's white shit.
See, look at that shit. Look at that shit. If I see that shit in my house, I'm not, hey.
That's Australia.
You can't even see the scale. It's fucking
mad. What the fuck is that?
Did you hear their accent? Did you hear their accent?
I don't know how I'm
That's fucking Australia.
Yeah, I know.
It's on the scale.
They got
fucking know.
The size of
Guys, it's massive.
I'm not going over there. Look at that.
Take a free trip there.
This motherfucker's recording this shit.
I wouldn't even know what the killer was.
Australia.
You know what?
Get the gun! Get the gun!
What the fuck is that?
Take a shotgun. I'll blast holes all in that fucking ceiling, man.
Look at his eyes. You see the fucking eyes reflect? Fuck that.
Yeah, there's no fucking.
That's why, Nzo, honest to God, I would never go to Australia.
Me neither.
You got fucking kangaroos
I don't even think that fucking spider is deadly, and they have deadly spiders. They have deadly scorpions. Not to mention some other deadly things that they don't talk about often.
Dude, they got bats the size of that mastiff you were talking about over there, right?
That shit can't survive in snow. That's why you coming up here. That's why I love Montreal, boy. We only get a taste of them guys for like 3-4 months, and then they all freeze up and go somewhere else. Fuck.
Damn, kangaroos trying to jack you and stuff over there. No, I'm not going to Australia.
I wouldn't go there either. I'm not happening. You see snakes coming out of toilets and shit. All kinds of videos like that, man. Imagine you trying to go take a shit and a fucking snake pops out of your fucking toilet, man.
What, Shifty? 6 foot standing on his feet. He's fucking 6 foot.
Yeah, they got bats the size of fucking mastiffs. Them things are huge. They talk about they friendly and shit. Hell no, them things are
what?
Yes, go look that shit up.
Who the fuck would stand there long enough to find out if that guy's friendly?
Not me.
That thing.
I'm trying to find the video that I had. Did you ever see the one with the bear? Right? Where there's this family, and I guess you could tell they're black, and they're sitting on their porch, and they're like, "Hey, cutie."
Oh no, the next one.
They're like, "Hey, cutie," and the bear looks up, and the bear starts to walk up the stairs towards them, right? So they like, "Oh, we're safe because there's a gate here." You know what I mean? And then the fucking bear jumps the gate, and they bolt out of there like crazy, bro. Like, why would you even like if I seen a bear like that, I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Why are you calling that bear? You know what I mean?
You also check your Twitter. I sent you one with the bat.
Yeah. I will. Let's see here.
Now imagine walking out the house and seeing some shit like that. Like look like that Jeepers Creepers thing, you know, when it was like curled up and the guy had the little Gatling gun, whatever, talking about something. Look at that shit.
And she's holding it like that?
What the fuck is that?
Dracula.
And those are small. Those ain't even the big ones.
That one on the right is small.
Yes,
like,
those aren't even the big
human.
ones. I'm looking for the big one.
It looks human.
Looks like that Jeepers Creepers thing. I'm telling you.
That's Dracula. That's some bullshit. In California, they killed the bears. Australia would have too many. The best y'all can do is build a fence.
In Mesa, Arizona. 33-year-old
Australia has a big ass mutant spiders, 100%. When you have wild up close long enough, it's cool how wild will look at you differently, even if you don't see how you have changed. Listen, I am glad I live where I live, right? The worst we gotta deal with is like cockroaches. Like shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to live in no place where I got fucking crocodiles and fucking snakes and all these shits walking around like willy-nilly. You know what I mean? I know. Danny live in South Carolina. I'm sure Danny be driving and some moose be running across the street and shit. I'm sure of it. I'm 100% sure. Huh? Where you live, JG?
Hey, we got deers and freaking owls around here jacking people's hats and wallets and stuff, and
running across the street, right?
Yeah, they're around.
You see what I'm saying? You know what
but
I mean?
I'd much rather that than to see that giant spider, that damn bat walking out the house, and that bat said something like, "Hey, good morning." Fuck that.
I can agree with that. There's no fucking way that I would even want to fucking.
Or that place. What was that video where the guy was walking out the house and the damn animal, something attacked his wife? He picked up and tossed it across the yard. Was it a bobcat or something like that? Y'all never saw the video?
Remember. No, I don't think so.
It was guy was coming out of his house, and I guess they get ready to go to work. The guy comes out all nice, like, "Hey, neighbor, hey." And this bobcat comes out of nowhere attacking his wife. This motherfucker picks up the bobcat and tosses it across the yard.
That's crazy.
Trying to look for this fucking one with this Jamaican guy. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't think we have any moose down here.
There was a bear climbing on his balcony, and the guy comes out with a bat. What the blood clotting? He tries to hit the bear. The bear falls off the balcony down the fucking ledge. You saw that one?
Yeah.
And he smashes the fucking thing on the ledge. You blood clot, boy.
He said, "You live here?"
You live here? Exactly. You live here? You live here?
Oh, man.
That's almost like the, you know me? You know me?
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Oh, man. I have not seen that one.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Was it hilarious? I laughed so hard. Just the behavior. That's a real old school Jamaican, man.
You guys want to get a good laugh? I mean,
yeah, why not?
Copyright.
Good laughs are good for you.
Oh, listen to this shit.
Oh, yeah, my boy.
Bill Burr. Yeah.
It's nice to be back.
Movie?
And I had a real weird experience last time I came down here. It was right? Sort of an awkward social situation, right? I'm sitting at this bar. There's this white dude sitting like 2 stools away. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. And that Terrell Owens story was in like sports news. So I try to make conversation. I'm like, man, look at this guy. This guy just signed a $40 million contract. He's already bitching, man. How much money do you need to make? And the dude looks at me. He's like, you know what I say? And then he looked over his shoulder, which I now know is the telltale sign that the N-word is coming. And it's coming hard.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's not going to be pronounced with the A. It's going to be with the R. And he hit the R. He, like, stuck the landing. There was, like, a dismount. Clan members high-fiving in the background, like doing the wave. Just out of nowhere. So now, immediately, I'm looking over my shoulder like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm waiting for, like, this hail of black fists to come raining down on top of me. I hate when people do stuff like that. That dude made me part of like a potential ass kicking that I had nothing to do with. You don't do shit like that. He just had that word, hot potato, just threw it in my lap. Trying to pass it down to the next white dude. I hate when people do that, man. You know, it's like, dude, feel me out first. Ask some questions. Do you like to fish? Have you ever fucked your sister, right? I start rattling off answers, then you go old school. You give me a pamphlet. You tell me about your militia. Don't just dive into it. That dude was one of the angriest people I ever met. I should have known that word was coming because he was just watching Terrell, right? Anytime I would bring up, look at man, that guy's talking trash, he would just like flip out. He won't shut up. You know, those people get like so mad they're not even looking at you. Their eyes are up. You just shut up and play the game. You know what's funny? I don't even like Terrell, but now I love the guy. Because every time I see him talking trash, I know this idiot in Nashville is just losing his mind, like kicking over his kitchen TV. Shut the fuck up! Actually, I got a couple of friends of African persuasion, and I got to get rid of them, man. I got to admit to you. I'm finding I'm spending too much money on clothes, hanging out with them. Pairs of sneakers. Came to the city, like all black people scared me. No, it's like the typical white dude from like the suburbs, you know what I mean? Had no frame of reference, you know? My only frame of reference with black people was like those, remember those early 90s gangster rap videos? Throw the fucking LA riots in there, man. It was fucking horrible PR. I'm watching the videos, oh, he's got nice cars, he's got all the women, and he's still fucking mad. Black dudes are never happy. But after 10 years of living in the city, this is how I narrow it down. Whether black dude scares me or not. Black dudes with dirty sneakers scare the fucking shit out of me. He's on the train in a bad mood.
Does that even exist?
Howdy doody, kind of mug me kind of face.
Black dudes with dirty shoes.
I'm not saying something's going to happen. I'm just saying.
Even bums got sick kicks, man.
Notion has been a centerpiece of my workflow. It's quite literally an extension of my brain.
Black girl, right? She was getting ready and she was just putting that shit on everywhere. Slathering it up. Never used it. So one night I was going out with this black. I didn't know anything about lotion. Never used it the first 33 years of my life. Never used it. So one night I was going out with this black girl, right? She was getting ready and she was just putting that shit on everywhere. Just slathering it on. I thought she had like a rash or something. I'm like, what do they got? Like poison ivy? What's going on with you? She goes, no, I'm just making sure I'm not ashy. I said, ashy? She goes, dry skin. I went, wow. I guess I freaked her out a little bit because I was like, wow. She's like, well, white people get ashy too. I was like, yeah, you know, I don't think we do. Yeah, I've been alive for 33 years. No one has ever said, hey, Bill, you're looking a little ashy. I never even heard that word until you said it. She's like, you're an idiot. Stick out your arm. So I stick out my arm, and ever so gently, she just drags her nails down. This smoke starts coming up. It's like pastry flakes flying off, track marks. She's signing her name. She's like, you see that? She goes, that's ashy. You're ashy? Freak me out. I'm like, oh shit, I'm ashy. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was that I always got itchy in the winter. I couldn't figure it out. I got itchy in the winter. What the fuck do I get itchy? I thought it meant the bath towel was dirty. That's what I thought. And I would change it out and put a fresh one. Now I'm going to be okay. Take a shower, dry on, fucking itching again. God damn it, I hate the winter. See that? That's why you got to hang out with everybody. Yeah. There's too much information in the world, and every group of people misses a little bit. White people totally missed the lotion seminar at some point in history. I don't know if it's because we can't see it. You know? Black people get ashy. It looks like they like leaned up against a chalkboard or something. You know, they can see it. They miss it. Their friends help them out. Like, look at your ashy motherfucking elbow. What is wrong with you? Right? We miss that shit.
That's funny though.
Okay.
I said that to a friend. Look at your knees, man. Well, you sitting down when you put on your lotion?
Yes. I have a picture where I'm in the kitchen and I don't show the picture because my elbows are ashy as fuck.
You're leaning up against a chalkboard, Nzo.
Put some cream on this motherfucker before you took the picture.
Yo, no disrespect to my Haitian brothers, but when they first came over, making their way into Montreal, we really noticed because prior to them, there was no black guy speaking French, period. All the French women were fucking upset that we wouldn't go down on them and speak French. So these guys came in and they spoke French. I don't know if they went down. I didn't get that information. But I'm like, damn, How they get with them ashy brothers like that, man? I see some of these guys, they look like they're wearing socks. You know? I said, well, they don't got lotion over there, man. So I guess that lotion shit is true.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Because I ain't going out ashy nowhere. I might even glitter a little bit, you know?
Wait, hold on. Are we talking like glitter because the lotion you have, or you're talking like
no glitter like shiny shit. Glitter because the lotion's silky and shit.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro.
Like it's that you want to touch it kind of glitter, you know?
100%.
That brother's glistening,
bro. No shit, bro. No shit. You gotta get on that top.
You ever hear that shit, JG?
Oh, dude, it's so
that brother is glistening.
One of the most embarrassing things as a black man or woman, you reach your hand out and your hand is ashy as shit, and the person looks at your hand like you got leprosy or something.
During COVID, I looked like I was 90 when I put my hand out. Holy fuck! You know?
You know what the good thing about it is? That black woman will probably pull some type of lotion out of her purse. You're like, boy, your hands are ashy. Here, use some of this.
Yeah, because I got one in my little pouch.
If you're not careful, you may get the lotion with the glitter in it, but at least you're not ashy. You know what I mean? You could try and rub that glitter shit off after you use it, but it's better.
It's like this, Nzo. I'd rather smell like women's deodorant than BO.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I remember I went to work one day and I was like, how the fuck did I forget to put on deodorant? So I went into Provisoire and all they had was fucking, what's that shit, women? Secret.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, Secret, fresh? I said, yeah, give me that one. That looks pretty good. I put that shit on. I was like, oh, wow, this fucking shit smells nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But an hour later, hey, where'd it go? What the fuck is that? I gotta go. I gotta go.
Mother Sir Bro Major disrespecting us Haitians. We use shea butter lotion. Okay.
You're local, Basal. I'm talking the ones that landed.
He's talking about the ones that just came up. And to be fair, when they just came up, and we're talking about the ones that lived around us.
Yeah, uptown.
Yeah. They were
no disrespect, man. Sorry, Basal, if I hurt any feelings. I said no disrespect to my Haitian brothers. Trust me, there was some ashy yardies too.
Mm-hmm.
They know who they are.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean? It all depends, right? Because again, some people come up here, and I know them. They weren't rich, you know what I mean? And you could tell that they were struggling for a while when they first came up. You know what I mean? So there's certain things that you may not be able to buy. Right, but as they were here longer, you know what I mean, they made a name for themselves. They did their thing.
I had my friend. I didn't even know. Like he was a Haitian born here. He sounds more Quebecois than Quebecois, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, growing up, as long as you were cool, I didn't give a fuck where you were from.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, that shit was irrelevant.
For sure. Now, be fair, we did bully them when they first came up, though, right?
I mean, I know you guys bullied them guys next door.
Yeah, because you were older. Than us. You were not fucking.
They were cool because they didn't really come in bugging nobody. You know, they came in like they were shy, and you get victimized when you do that shit. You know,
mm-hmm.
It's just a cycle of life.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Plus, again, we grew up Jamaicans, Bajans, and stuff like that, but usually, at least for me, when they came up here, they were kind of more established. You know what I mean? Like these Haitians, when they came, you could tell that they were just starting to build their life here. You know what I mean? So it was a struggle. So yeah, we did kind of make fun of them, and we ain't never seen that shit before.
Sorry, I gotta correct Nzo, and I don't mean to disrespect my Bajan friends, but there was very little Bajans uptown. Very little Bajans. I think there was mostly Jacobs and Trinis.
No, I went to school with like a lot of Bajans.
Really?
Yeah.
They must have changed over because my generation, there was just one Bajan, two brothers from Barbados, man, and they had us scratching our heads.
Well, you know,
Right.
Peter from the barbershop is Bayesian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he never really told anybody.
Right, but I went to school with his cousin and then, well, his sister and her cousin, right? They were Bayesian. I grew up with them, so I had a few.
You know what the problem was, Nzo? Everybody uptown, we thought they were Jamaican because that was the dialect that everybody used. Like I had a Haitian friend. I thought he was from Jamaica. Till I went to a party and heard this guy talking in a room. And when I went in, he was the only guy there. I was like, what? You ain't Jamaican? Holy fuck. I think you fooled all of uptown, dog. You're Captain Jamaica. He was Haitian.
Mazel said we did it to the Africans. Yeah, you see, everybody did it to somebody.
Everybody had their turn.
Tony said during the winter, Ash is insane. That's why you have to make sure you have your bottle of lotion on point. You know what I mean? Like the minute I see my bottle of lotion starting to run out, I will always have a bottle before that shit finishes. You know what I mean? Because I don't even like the feel of like ashy skin or when your skin doesn't have lotion on. I just don't like the way it feels. Right? I gotta put lotion. As soon as I hop out the shower, boy, that lotion goes on. You know what I mean? Look at my face now. You think it's the light that's making it glisten like that? No, it's because I got fucking lotion on my face, motherfucker. What do you think? What do you think? You know what I mean? You can see the little lights under my cheekbones and shit. Yeah,
that's probably the only part of my face that doesn't get any lotion.
On your face? Oh, you don't do your face at all?
I'll break out like crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Lotion.
You might have to get like is it any lotion or is it just a fragrance lotion that does it?
Any lotion. Like I have this thing, you know, they came out with stuff for men to put on your face to keep it from going dry. It's not necessarily a lotion, but it's like a lotion, but not as rich as a lotion. Because I know I put lotion on my face, it's gonna start flaring up and shit.
Back in the days, Crazy Cut was my barber, so I knew Jamaicans and Africans. Yeah, and you know what? I used to go to King Cuts. I never went to Crazy Cuts up there. Usually, you know, when I find a barber that does my hair properly, like I always stick with that guy, man. Since you're from here, Basel, of course. You remember Vito? I know y'all remember Vito. You remember Vito, Roberto?
I cut my own hair, man.
You see, Roberto had that type of hair that he didn't need to go to a barber shop. You know what I mean? When you watch
I cut my own shit.
When you watch those Fabio commercials and the fucking hair is just blowing in the wind and shit. Yeah,
let me ask you guys. Doesn't Nzo sound like a hater when he talks about me? Hey? He had his fucking shit flowing like a fucking bitch and shit, you know? You just might as well throw in fucking bitch. It's just missing, right? Oh, muscular like a fucking show off and motherfucking shit, you know? Yeah, I never showed shit off because I hated fucking attention. I still hate attention today. You know, if I go to a party and everybody's there before me, they ain't seeing me, man.
What do you mean?
I cannot walk in and everybody focuses on me. It just can't happen. So if I'm not first at that party, I ain't at that party. I got to see everybody walking in. That's the way I am. So with a character like that, you really don't like attention. I mean, you like to look good. You want to feel like people notice you, but not everybody.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much. It's fucking weird. Listen, I'll be the first to tell you I'm a weird motherfucker. And I'm proud to say I'm weird because these people that claim they're normal, they ain't nothing like me. So I'm on the other side. I'm weird now.
Oh, man.
You guys, clip it. Roberto said he's weird.
Oh, fucking right, I'm weird. Everybody's weird. And if you deny it, then you're in denial. Because you're weird in somebody's book, somebody's eye. They'll say, you're weird. And I used to get offended by that. But now I go, you're damn right I am. And what could they say to that?
I had friends that asked me to do in front of their friends.
Do what?
That's what I was going to say. Do what? Do what in front of your friends?
Come on, Jax. You got to give us more info than that.
It was so funny. I used to like doing Dave jokes as a white man in Hawaii with the ones that look black. Okay, I got you. And your friends would tell you to do it in front of their friends. Okay.
You didn't see that Dad's movie with him, Bill Burr?
No, I didn't see that one.
I watched some of it and I was just like, I'm good.
I like it because it's raw. It's more along the lines of our comedy we grew up on, and it's very fucking limited.
Mm-hmm.
It's very limited, man. I don't know who else I could watch on his level that will give me that kind of rawness other than the comedy shows that come here.
Yeah.
The Nasty Show, you know?
Yeah. I tried to watch it.
I fell asleep, I won't lie.
I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was that fun. I didn't laugh too hard. But again, I watched maybe like 15 minutes of it.
Yeah, you got to give it more than that, Nzo. You're a movie critic. You know that.
Yeah. But it's because if I'm not feeling it in the first like 15 minutes, then I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to dig it. You know what I mean?
Well, I said that about Game of Thrones, and look how that turned out.
I can't fucking stand Game of Thrones.
Neither could I. I watched it 15 minutes in. I was like, yo, too much people to follow, losing my buzz. Next.
I will say it is a slow burn. Though. It took me 3-4 episodes.
I watched way more than 15 minutes.
Oh, did you?
I watched the first 2 episodes, and I was like, nope. And then a friend told me, you know, man, because I told him, like, you know, sometimes for me to get into a show, I need to watch like a fire episode, like Lost. When Lost came out, I had no intention of watching this show. I'm like, nobody wants to watch this fucking Gilly.
Because of the concept, right? We couldn't imagine how this concept could last more than one episode.
Yeah, exactly. So in season 2, I happened to watch an episode and I was like, holy shit, this is fire. So I went and I binge watched season 1 all up until where that episode, the episode of season 2 that I caught, right? I watched all up in there in a week for the next episode. So I was caught up by the time the next episode came up. Right?
Did you say the same shit about Prison Break also?
I never really watched Prison Break.
I did, and I'm saying, listen, why the fuck am I going to watch this? They break out of prison and then what? They get arrested and break out again?
I've said
but that fucking series was fire. I was waiting, checking Blockbuster every day for season 3 that somebody stole.
Yeah, I heard it's good too.
So that was a bitch, JG. That was a bitch.
So when I told my friend that, he told me, okay, so watch this episode in like season 5 or something of Game of Thrones. And I watched it and I was like, man, not impressed. And then the last season came up and I said, okay, I gotta see the fucking winter, right? Because you had like 8 fucking seasons where they're teasing winter. And I gotta see like that fucking fight.
Was that the one All in the Dark?
And the snow monsters came in at the end and shit. And I was like, this is garbage. This is what
that's the fight in the dark, no? You can barely see the fight.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. You can barely see it.
I was like, you fucking built up to this huge fight and this is what it was? Nah. So I just, and even now the new one, House of Dragons, everybody's raving.
Now I will say that I like House of Dragons better than I didn't like Thrones.
But because I wasn't a Game of Thrones fan, I didn't even give it a chance. So I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I think for me, Vikings beat all of them.
Vikings was fired.
Never
Vikings
watched that one either.
That's sick, also.
Into the Borderlands, I think it's called, or something like that. Never watched that one either.
I didn't hear about that.
Pretty good.
What's that about?
It's like a futuristic, but they're Asian kung fu with swords and all kinds of shit.
Okay.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I never saw it.
Something like
Into the Badlands, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, The Walking Dead was one for me that took me a while to get into.
You were out of your mind.
I'm telling you, first 2-3 episodes, I couldn't get into it.
From day one, I was into The Walking Dead. From day one. You know what I mean? Certain shows that, so The Boys, from day one, from that episode. You know what I mean? Like
even Invincible.
Invincible from episode 1.
Day 1.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm jonesing for fucking season 2.
It started.
It did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw a little thing that is coming. I was trying to send out on text. Yo, you see Invincible's about to start, but I never pressed send.
Yeah, it started already. I watched episode 1, and tomorrow's episode 2.
You know what? I can't watch and wait. I can't.
That too.
I gotta wait until there's at least 7 episodes. I'll binge on 4, and then I'm always like catching up 2, catching up 2. You know.
So here's the question: would you rather them drop the shows all at once or the weekly stuff?
Ooh.
Could you repeat that question? You kind of lost me.
Would you rather them drop the whole season one time where you can binge watch it, or they drop it weekly like they're doing now?
Yeah, it depends.
In these times and days, I'd rather them drop the whole thing.
Okay.
Because, you know, sometimes I could watch, you know, to watch one episode and have to wait, and then that episode lets you down. A whole fucking week you waited, and you're like, that's it? And now I got to wait again. I hope it gets better, opposed to Wicked. Oh, Wicked. I can't wait to check again, you know? That's me. That's just me.
I can kind of agree with that because you can still watch it weekly and not binge, but I would much rather have them all right there so I could watch it at my leisure.
I have a lot of white friends that get high, Jack. Well, don't worry about that. Chill said weekly. You see, I'm on the fence. Certain things I don't mind, and certain things I want, like The Boys. I want that I want to be able to sit down and watch episode 1.
Yeah, because it's fucking good.
End of the series, yeah,
it's good.
You know what I mean?
When you get to the point where the series is over and you have to wait, you're like, fuck, fuck.
You see, okay, so you see that brings up another question, right? Because let's say they do drop it all in one day, right? And it takes, you see, because usually they drop it in one day, they go on vacation and stuff like that, and then boom, 2 years later, a year later, you get the next season, right? So sometimes it will take longer if they drop it, but if no, well, maybe not. Maybe not, because if they drop it weekly, by the time it's finished, they should be on production with the next season. So, yeah, I guess it would probably be the same thing. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes I wish they'd drop it all at once. And sometimes, like the Loki stuff, even though I'm not really feeling the show, that's okay. That is okay weekly, 100%. But The Boys, Gen V, and Invincibles,
that's what I was gonna say, because if it's a show that you know you love, it's too much to have to wait a fucking week to see an episode. And you know, you find out a season only has 5 episodes, you gotta wait another year to fucking see it again.
So here's what I'll say. If it's coming on TV, then 100% weekly is the way to do it, obviously, right? But if it's a streaming service, give it to us all at one time. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes they have shows like Fear the Walking Dead will show on TV, and then they'll put that episode on Amazon Prime. That I can understand. But if it's strictly for a streaming service, I actually want them to drop it all one time so that I could just binge watch it, you know? But, you see, there's always a but, because sometimes you like the anticipation of waiting next week. When I watch Lost, I used to love waiting to find out what happened in the next episode. I would go on, and that's when I really started going on blogs, was when I was watching Lost, right? So I would go on blogs and I would read what they're saying and what their predictions are and all kinds of stuff. And I liked that building up to the next episode. And you don't get that if they drop it all at one time. So it's kind of a catch-22 for me, to be honest with you. I don't know.
I think Blockbuster changed that for me because I knew I can rent a whole fucking season at one time. And I'm laughing at those people had to wait week to week. They had to wait fucking 3 months to watch a series. I saw it in a month. They were like, fuck, you're lucky. And I go, well, yeah, kind of. I was in control of my shit. You did not control your shit.
Here's what I wanted to ask you, right? Because you said sometimes you'll wait. I guess you're not really like in the circle.
I'm not getting no talk and shit like
that's
you guys. See,
yeah, exactly.
I'd have to hide from you guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I guess if someone asks you, "Hey, did you watch it?" You say, "Nah." Like, okay, you should watch it.
You guys kind of did that to me, boys, too, because I watched it late, and you guys already watched it, and you were talking shit all the time, and I had to tell you stop. Because that's like, how could you do that to me? Because it's not like I might watch it. I've been waiting for a fucking year to watch it, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna spoil Invincible season 1 for you right now. Just kidding.
Also, I almost feel like I have to watch the first one again to know where I'm at in the second one, if they're following up, because it's been so long.
Well,
maybe I'll catch up, but I don't think I will.
No, but what I'm saying is in the first episode, they have a long recap. Like they recap. They
really?
They do a big recap.
Because they know stoners are watching that shit. That's why grown ass stoners are watching that, because they ain't stoned, they ain't watching it.
And they know that it was 3 years between
season 1
and season 2. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Is the animation that fucking hard to draw?
I don't know what it was. I think could it have been COVID? I think it could have possibly COVID that messed it up too as well. And then but they're saying that there won't be such a long wait between seasons 2 and 3. So.
And it's just as good as the first one.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't.
You said why you say for JG? Was it?
It was.
Oh, okay.
What about this new one? You guys watching this new one? This new superhero thing on
Gen V?
Yeah.
Oh, Gen V surprised me. It is so good,
shit, bro.
I thought they were trying to be like The Boys. It is The Boys part 2.
It's a spinoff. It's a spinoff.
Yeah, it's a spinoff. Homelander shows up in the last episode and shit. You know what I mean?
Really?
Well, I mean, the first episode with the first 5, 6, 7 minutes of it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna love this show.
Yeah. If you watch the first 5 minutes of it, you're like, oh shit, okay, this shit is fire. Yeah, that show is really good, bro. It's really good. And I think I read somewhere where it says the next season of The Boys, was it season 4? Season 3?
3. The
next season of The Boys is like a couple of weeks or months after what happens in Gen V.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you should watch it. You won't be.
Yeah, because what's his name in there? The guy who runs fast.
A-Train.
Yeah, he's in there.
Isn't
he in there?
Gen
V.
Like he has his little segments in there.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in it, but he's not in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, the fact they're making reference to him, that's how I put The Boys.
Oh, yeah.
They make the reference to him.
Because he's like the only black superhero, I think. So,
yeah.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you. But
there's that girl who killed her parents.
No, Black Noir is black in the show, though.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There is. Yeah, the girl that killed her parents in this one. So you've seen some of it, Roberto?
Yeah, I saw the first episode.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, and you didn't finish watching it? You didn't feel like you needed to watch it, or you waited until it was finished?
You know how I roll.
50 said Loki needed a recap. I forgot a lot of stuff from season 1. And
I'll be back, guys. I need to refill.
All right.
Cool. Not have a Lost like clip show, but for newbies was insane. No wonder they didn't tune in. It needed a recap. Not having a Lost like clip. What are you talking about, for Ahsoka, or are you talking about for Loki? Which one?
Loki did kind of have a recap, but it was like real quick.
Sure. Dick plays a big role in Gen V. Listen, that's The Boys, and I said this before when I was talking to somebody. I'm like, I don't understand the factuation with the dude that, and it's Seth Rogen. So yeah, I know, but he has a fascination for penises, man. There's no doubt about it. This dude has some sort of fascination for penises. You know, he did
even that movie Superbad. With the one character that was drawing penises when he was a kid, right?
Yeah.
You're right. He has a thing.
Yeah. Then he did Sausage Party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And even This Is the End.
Yep. Yeah, be sure it
What
is.
happens at the end of that? The fucking beam comes down and knocks off the devil's penis. You know what I mean? Like, he has a fluctuation.
And don't forget about the dick couch or whatever the guy had who was pushing.
The which one?
The dick couch or the dick chair or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's always some penis in there somewhere.
I still have yet to watch The Boys. Andrea, you don't know what you're missing, bro. Trust me. You get on it, man. You don't know what you're missing. Get on it. The Boys is fire. Like, there's a lot of shows that I think are really good, right? Mm-hmm. Boys is one of them. That new show From is one of them. There's just a lot of good TV out there, to be honest with you. I think Bel-Air is fire.
There's a new show. I think this is what's called Lawless Bass Reeves. Bass Reeves is basically, he's a black guy, but he's basically what inspired Lone Ranger to be created.
Oh yeah.
And it's based off a real person. David Elihu-Who, the guy that was in played Martin Luther King in Selma.
Yeah.
He's Bass Reeves, and I think Dennis Quaid, I think, is in it so far. That's a pretty good cast. So it's 2 episodes out so far. Comes out every Sunday. I think it's MTV.
Oh, I got you.
Either MTV,
remember how
I can't remember.
He said, "Yeah, remember how Lost had 2 recap shows per season to get viewers in on the ongoing story. Filoni didn't do that with Ahsoka, and those didn't watch Rebels." Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. That was the problem. One of the problems with Ahsoka, that if you didn't watch Rebels, you could have been pretty much lost with what was going on.
Yeah, right? I had to go back and look at it because I didn't know what was going on.
If you didn't watch Rebels or the Clone Wars, you have no idea about the world between worlds and all of that shit. And it's just kind of weird to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, The Boys is amazing if you did not know what you were going to get. Oh, for sure. And I didn't even know what I was going to get when I watched it because I didn't read the comic. I had no idea about the comic or anything. And I just remember seeing, oh, this looks interesting. So
and the fact that it was on Amazon Prime too. And I wasn't really a Amazon Prime guy until it came out. I'm like, damn, let me see what other shows Amazon's got.
Yo, Amazon Prime is fire. It's been my favorite streaming service for a long time, to be honest with you. Right? I usually go there first before I go to Netflix. And even Netflix, I go on there and I'm like,
Yeah, Netflix, they're starting to bring a lot of older movies and stuff now. They got nothing. They don't really have nothing really good new coming out until maybe Rebel Moon, if that's any good. But there is a new anime. Well, I don't think it's an anime, but there's a
Rebel Moon, low key, if you're watching, listen closely. Rebel Moon is going to be worse than Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi.
Oh, you are smoking too much. You are smoking. Oh my goodness!
I am telling you, I can see what that story is going to be already, and trust me, the Snyder fans are going to cap for this movie hard. It's going to be the best thing since fucking sliced bread, and it's going to be better than Star Wars and blah, 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 blah. And it's not.
It's going to be better than this recent trilogy BS that came out. I'll say that.
What up? The one. Yeah, it probably won't even be better than those.
Paramount Plus, yeah.
It probably won't even be better than those. You know why? Because Zack Snyder does a lot of crap in his movies. And you watch Army of whatever that
Our Dead,
yeah, that was garbage.
It was.
That was garbage. You know what I mean? So
I could not get into it. I tried. I just couldn't do it.
I don't have Netflix anymore, so I don't care about anything on that platform. I still have it. You know what I mean? I still have Netflix. I still have Amazon Prime, and I have Disney Plus. Those are the 3 platforms that I have. It just starts to get way too expensive, you know what I mean? When it comes to the streaming platforms. You have Paramount Plus, you have Apple TV, you have Hulu, which we don't have here yet, but we have Crave, which kind of has some Hulu stuff on it. So if you're paying all of that for these streaming service, it's just the same as having cable. You know what I mean?
Basically.
So I keep my 3 favorites, and even Disney Plus is really not a favorite of mine, to be honest with you, but I have it. But anything else I want to watch, I got this little bad boy right here where I just click on a little site that I have, and boom, I'm watching what I need to watch.
I'm right there with it. I got JG Vision myself, man. I just mirror to the TV, click, start watching.
Facts. Army of Boring, I still didn't go back and watch that hot garbage. Yeah, you're not missing anything.
I never finished it. I'll be honest with you.
Too much streaming services nowadays. Yeah, way too much. You know what I mean? And I remember, we always talk about streaming. It's going to be the next big thing. The only problem is now we have way too many of them, When it was just, Netflix, I understand maybe you might want to have, but Netflix could have just brought the properties or whatever it is, but now all these other companies were like, well, hey, I can make a streaming service and make some money too. So that's what they did. And now we got like fucking 50, 60, 100 streaming services.
Well, I don't like Netflix's algorithm, right? Because there'll be some really good shows on there that they'll take off. But they're saying people are watching it, right? But you don't give it time, right? Because you got all these new shows you got popping out, and everybody's in the K-dramas now. So you got all these different K-dramas coming out. They don't give a show time to allow the audience to watch it.
Yeah, but I also think they make way too much, and some of them are kind of garbage.
That is true too.
Yeah, so it is what it is, man.
Disney
oh
wow.
Disney and Hulu is supposed. Yeah, they are actually merging, because when Echo drops, it's dropping on Disney and on Hulu. So you can watch it on Disney and you can watch it on Hulu. So yeah, they are merging. I think Disney ended up buying Hulu, so
I hope Echo's good. It looks good.
We don't have it here, but maybe because Disney bought it, they may be able to incorporate it into our Disney Plus here, but I don't know. I have no clue. So, are you going to see the Marvels, JG?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm saying Friday. I'm saying Friday, though. I'm saying Friday.
I'm going tomorrow, and then tomorrow after that, I'm going to come in. I'm going to do the Loki stuff. But yeah, I'm going to see it. You want to see it, Roberto?
I'll probably watch it on the tube.
I got you. Are your girls into those kind of things?
Nah, my youngest used to be with X-Men with me. We used to go watch all of them, and she just grew out of it.
Yeah, do they like movies, though? Do they watch movies?
Yeah, my youngest is into horror movies.
Okay, good choice.
My eldest, I couldn't tell you. She's more into spending money.
Your money?
Yeah.
She working yet?
Nope. And she's traveling the world.
Really? Where's she at?
Well, right now she's in Montreal, but she's traveled more than me in my life in 1 year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I saw
it's crazy
on Twitter. One of the super awesome, no spoiler, huge cameo. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I seen it too.
Trying to bug the show. This guy.
What did you say, Roberto? I didn't catch that last part.
No, I was saying I didn't see Disney World till I was in my 50s. Trust me, I wanted to be there as a kid.
Right.
They wouldn't even let you in back then, would it?
I still ain't even been there. So
it's something to see, man. It's something to fucking see. Because when people tell you it's big, you don't know how big is until you go there. Because I thought I was lost. Like we tried to go to the outlets, the Nike outlet, and the car I had no GPS. And while I was driving, I saw Tampa Bay. like we're heading towards Tampa Bay. I'm like, what the fuck? We're supposed to be in Disney World. What are we doing in Tampa Bay?
Mm-hmm.
So I took the first exit, ended up seeing an Arby's or something like that. We stop and eat and, try and calm it because I'm not too, I get like claustrophobic when I'm lost.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know where I'm going.
Yeah.
So I'm freaking out, and my wife asked the lady, listen, my husband's freaking out. It's late and we don't know where we are and we want to go to Disney World. She starts laughing. I'm like, what the fuck's so funny? We're fucking lost. This woman's laughing. She goes, Disney World's across the street. I said, look at this stupid bitch. She thinks we're from Canada or what? We're driving for an hour and a half. She tells me Disney's across the street. She goes, look, I look through the window of the restaurant. I see the big fucking sign Disney World. How the fuck is that possible? That's how big Disney World is, Nzo.
Yeah.
Because when we went in that gate, we drove about an hour and a half till we got to our room.
Oh, yeah.
That's how fucking big it is. It's literally a world.
Mm. So, wait, you got into Disney World and you had to drive to your hotel and it was an hour.
The hotel, the room was in Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
And we drove through Disney World for an hour. That's how fucking big it is.
Interesting.
They have buses. They have it's a world, man.
Yeah, it was big when I was a kid when we went, so I can just imagine how big it is now.
Lost my car in the parking lot because we didn't have a fucking the thing for the horn. Beep beep beep.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fight too.
The wrestlers live in Tampa. The others, Orlando. Florida is full of wrestlers. Yeah, I know. But I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know it was that big. That's interesting. But you know what? Unless I can drive there.
You could drive there. Just take you a while.
Yeah, I know. What, like a week?
I think 3 days. 3 days.
3 days? I don't mind doing 3 days. I can do 3 days. But it's also fucking expensive out there too, I heard now.
Yeah, if you got to eat and shit. Well, you know what? Disney World offers packages to try and get us to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they take the dollar at par.
Okay. But still, like, what, $4,000 a family? You know what I mean?
No. We did it for fucking cheap, man. But this is a while ago.
How long?
My kids were like, Leticia was 8 and Sotero was 4.
Mm.
And now it's 25 and 21. So, yeah, it's a while ago, man. Like 18, 20 years ago.
It's funny because now you're telling me about that. I never would have considered it was that big. I'm curious now.
I freaked out, Nzo. What I mean, like literally, sometimes we think we freaked out. That one, I really freaked out.
Really?
What a fucking relief. It's like you're lost at sea and you see land. That's how it felt.
Interesting.
And then when you get in the park, the amount of walking you do, like if I had my step counter, I think it would have broke.
I'm looking here. I see.
That's a bunch of damn resorts.
Am I? What am I seeing here? Okay, so Disney World theme parks. I see day ticket for $109. But if it's big, yeah, but if it's as big as you say it is, you can't do that in a day.
You can't see the whole park in one day. It's impossible. Impossible. And there's different parks in the park.
I'm looking at it. It's like huge.
Wait, you never been there, did you?
When I was a kid, but it was like I said, it was big when I was a kid, but I can just imagine how big it is now.
I mean, I see they got a fucking train there.
And imagine you have kids with you. I know it's gonna be even longer.
Yeah, it's an event.
I'm sure.
But the beauty of it is that when it's over, unlike other kid events, you don't have the chaos of leaving, you know?
What do you mean?
Like go to Disney on Ice with your kids and try and drive out of that place. You better give yourself at least an hour and a half to get out of there.
I got you.
Have you ever taken your kids to Disney on Ice? You ever take your son?
No.
Nzo? That's when you see how uncivilized parents are. They're dragging their kids like luggage to try and beat traffic to get out of there, man.
Yeah. We've been to Globetrotters. We've been to
crazy, no?
Yeah. Even to get out of the concerts that we went to, you know what I mean? Frozen would be the best Disney on Ice. For who?
For Chillmonger.
Really? Even when I was a kid, I never gave a shit about Disney on fucking Ice.
Me either.
You know what I mean? Like,
I took my kids and I was like, what a waste of fucking money.
Facts. Like, what the fuck do I care about Disney on Ice for? I give a shit.
I think I took them to Toy Story.
Oh,
Toy Story on Ice, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I'm good. You see, because you have girls, so that's what you had to do. You know what I mean? I know if I had a little girl, I'd probably have to take her to Disney on Ice too. You know what I mean? But my son, like, I don't care about Disney on Ice either. You know? He said you guys didn't get that. Frozen would be the best Disney on Ice. I got you. Ice is frozen water. Yeah, chill. But if you have to explain the joke,
we're high. That one just vroom. You know those ones vroom.
I have no idea what the fuck. You know what I mean? I was like, well, no. He was like, I'm like, I don't want to see no fuck Frozen. You know what I mean? But yeah, I get what you're saying, chill. But
it's funny. Every time I go upstairs, Nzo, my wife wants to know what we're talking about because she's never heard me laugh like that. You know, almost every time we do a show, I laugh hysterically.
I was gonna say, tell her to watch.
No. No, I can't be held accountable and have to go through the fucking questionnaire and shit. No. What did you mean on that one? No. Even a friend. You do a show? Yeah, but it's on my friend's thing and you can't find it. So I tell him, yeah, bigger four, try to spell that.
That is hilarious. You know, though, if we ever did blow up,
it is what it is. Then. It'll be just like that show there. What was that?
But
that sex thing you're talking about? We blow up, we're bringing it, then it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, 100%. When you get that check, she'll be like, hey, what did you say? Here you go. Oh, shit.
Keep saying it, babe.
Continue. You know what I mean? If
just
the worst
don't take your shirt off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the worst you're doing is saying some bullshit on the internet, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Fuck yeah.
But you know what? We just keep it too real, and this is why we won't blow up.
And I'm about to. I was thinking about the other day. I'm about to fucking fire up a stream and say some bullshit on here to go fuck viral. You know what I mean? No, but fuck, you know. Listen, I was watching Director X again. He was out, and I did a little reaction. He was on another channel, and 3,000 people were watching that fucking stream. The fucking chat goes up so fucking fast, bro. Like when you see that chat, just like constantly going up. And I want to fucking experience that. I want to know what that's fucking like. You know what I mean? I got the verses that I did, and that had 66,000 people watching. But
what is that fucking thumb flying around your head?
You see, that's when someone clicks the like button, that thumb pops up.
Man,
Oh, yeah?
I thought I was fucking
Yeah.
high. I don't know what the hell that was.
You know what? I saw something last week. I didn't say nothing. I said they're gonna say I'm high.
Because I don't think it was last week. I think it was the week before that when I first noticed it.
I thought I saw a
said,
heart.
I said, "Hey, did you guys see the thumb on my street?" You guys were like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You going crazy and shit?" And I was like, "No, there was a thumb on my street." And I remember Roberto seen it last week, and then it popped up again this week. What up, Mike? What's going on, brother?
It's
How
like
you
that
doing?
shit just squeaks up behind you, like inconspicuously, and then disappears.
What up, Eli? Eli said he did it. Thank you, Eli. Much appreciated. You know what I mean? I always put that like button. But that's what I was saying, Roberto. 3,000 people watching this stream, right? Not only are they watching, they're sending $50 super chats here, $50 super chats there. Boom, 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 boom.
What's he talking about?
They were talking about that Robin Hood series again. He came on their stream, but he's a bigger channel, right?
If we talk about Robin Hood, you think we're getting 3,000 people?
No, I tried. Didn't work. You know what I mean? I did a stream with him. You know what I mean? It's I got the same amount of people watching. You know, but yeah, 3,000 people watching. Like, God damn.
I think most people that ever experienced watching us was our late night show with what's his name?
With Rob. We had a few there.
Yeah.
But
that time we had a lot of people that one night, and then we did it the next night, and I'm like, where'd they all go, Nzo? You said it's because Rob was there.
No, but we had an O.O.C where we had like 60 people at one time.
That was way back.
And then we had another one with 50, and then that was pretty much it.
I don't know. I think maybe it was our topic. We were spreading all of our truths, black truths and shit.
It's topics too, right? It's topics too, trying to catch the algorithm and what's going on and what people are talking about. So there's that too. There was also, I don't know, man. YouTube usually promotes the bigger channels first than anything. So little channels like this, you gotta try and really hustle to find your fucking audience.
Well, everybody's little at some point, right?
Yeah. We've been doing this shit for almost fucking 3 years now. You know,
I start a YouTube beef with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's about what you like to do. Or
just put up a fucking trans people are bad shit. You know what I mean? I just gotta fucking make a little post, fuck this, and I ain't gonna say it because, so we'll see if they're in. But I need to put up a fucking stream saying all of that shit, derogatory words and everything, you know what I mean? And then you'll see that shit go viral. And next thing you know, it'll be like, hey, sub. All the people that agree with me, all the fucking, trans haters and shit be coming in. But you see the problem with that, right? And this is another problem too, is usually you have to stick to a certain type of content, right? So like for Geeks and Gamers, these guys, they're always on hate, right? So they got that hate crowd, so they constantly have to be on that. They can't go and start loving everything, then all those people will drop off, right? So you got to stick to that kind of stuff too as well. And I ain't doing that shit, But there's this guy I watch, Amazing Lucas, and he was like one of them token dudes when I first found him. Like, this guy would disrespect black people and all kinds of shit. And then he ended up changing, right? And he was a big channel, and he lost a lot of subs because he ended up changing and doing, flipping the script. And when I watch the videos, all has to do with the George Floyd stuff. He started to realize certain things, and he flipped up. You know what I mean? Now he's on white incels and. You know what I mean? He calls them all kinds of names, right? But back in the day, no. He used to be all on us. You know what I mean? So he changed up, but he still kept majority of his following.
But what's funny though? He switched up to where I actually like him. The Hodge twins switched up to where I don't like them.
Cool.
The Hodge twins. I used to love the Hodge twins back in the day.
Oh, I don't know.
When they start switching up and going, they're two black guys, light skinned guys, twins.
Okay.
You probably come across
I
the
think
videos.
I think I seen one of their videos. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
And they kind of went political and went the right wing direction.
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing how both of them kind of switched. But one went the direction that I liked, one went the direction I didn't like.
I like Lucas now too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like his shit too.
I just don't like his Xbox fashion, but other than that.
Yeah, me too. And there were times where I wanted to call in. I'm like, I want to call this motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was going to call in. There were a few times where I was going to go on this panel too. But the problem is he usually does it on a weeknight, and it's late when he puts in the panel. And I got to get up and go to work. So I can't really stay on that. You know what I mean?
Just to answer Andrea's question over the Christmas holidays. I ain't doing that shit to go to work. I'm telling you right now.
Shit, you see, well, Roberto may not, but so American Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks. And I am off the Thursday and the Friday. So that Wednesday will be the Wednesday that we do the groups, and I will be doing a $10 shot night.
And Nzo will be drinking.
That's fine if it's just me.
Nzo, so I may even donate.
That's fine if you want to. Chill said me versus you. With what, Chill? You can do a me versus you. I'm down with that. I always wreck you anyway, so don't worry about that. Jack Law said yellow.
And we got to make sure you're drinking brown colored liquor, no white liquor. You're not putting water in that shit.
Oh yeah. It's always brown. It's always brown.
Okay.
100%. It's always brown. You got to do shorts like Terrence. He was pulling crazy numbers, but then again, he was putting out 20 videos a day. Yeah. I put out a few shorts when I did the shorts with Director X. I put a few shorts on there. They did some good. They did more views than the fucking actual stream did, to be honest with you, right? But the streams in that was like in the 200s, and the videos are around 200 or 300, something like that. The short. So yeah, I know. And I was gonna do a short for the show we did last week, but the app I was using, if you don't pay, you can only do an hour, and we did like an hour and 30 that week, so I can't use that one. So anytime I get a chance to, I'm gonna put up more shorts, for sure.
I see a challenge from Eli. You're saying you can't unsmoke him.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna get to that. He said, "Who cares what's between your legs? I'm not trying to fuck you. I just want to be your friend." Okay. Huh? Maybe I missed something we were talking about earlier, but okay. Penis or vagina? I'm friends with all. Nerdrotic is a hypocrite. Don't like him. I agree with you 100%. Picard is the worst incarnation of Star Trek ever. He got Matas on show. Picard is the best incarnation of Star Trek ever. Season 3 of Picard was good. I'll give you that. He said, laughing Roberta with hearts. And Eli said, Anzo, you can't outdrink me.
He says you can. You can outdrink him.
Oh,
you can't outsmoke him. He's the total opposite.
You don't want to test me, Eli. You don't want to test me, Eli. I can definitely outsmoke you 100%.
He's letting us live to show you now.
And if you ever want to test it, we can. You know what I mean?
Is he up here?
He's he's in California. I'm not sure where Eli is, to be honest with you, but no, he's in the States somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm down. You smoke 20, I smoke 35, 40 THC minimum. So first off, I get the highest I can find. That is correct. It's actually not 20, it's 28. But I smoke it with 2 different types of hash, Eli, just so you know, right? It's not just weed that I smoke. Every spliff that I smoke has 2 different types of hash.
They're called salads.
Season 3 of Picard was fantastic, 100%. Says in San Francisco.
San Fran, yeah, I figured that.
Yeah.
Salad.
I think Eli's high right now. Eli talking his bullshit. But you know my Twitter, Eli. Anytime you want to go, I was just saying, it's like I don't smoke weed like that, so it'd probably be a waste just to sit there and smoke spliff after spliff. But so we would have to also put some rules, right? Because I don't know what you smoke, but every spliff I roll up is a gram.
I was gonna say they have to be Grammys.
Yes, 100%. Right. So if you smoke in pinners, that's not gonna cut it.
No. That's Little League.
I have my scale, and I weigh out a gram every time, and I put hash in it as well. So if you want to go that one, we can do it. Of course, I'm high. I'm the science guy. Yeah, we know. We know.
I might even drop 1.5 in my spliff. Every time I pull out my spliff, people are like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? I said, listen, I can't be rolling pinners every 5 minutes. I roll a bat.
Facts.
And that bat lasts me a minute, and then I roll another bat, you know?
Facts. 100%. I'm not rolling these little ass spliffs because you just roll in 1-2 minutes later. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I smoked that shit so quick.
Watch this, Nzo. Watch this. I had a friend over that burned, so I felt safe to smoke with, the ladies and everybody at the table. So, I always pre-roll my shit. This guy comes with his box, takes it out, big presentation, puts his papers there, starts rolling. I go, you don't come pre-roll? He goes, no, I like to roll fresh. I go, okay, teach their own. He rolls his spliff. I'm like, what the fuck is that? You light it, it can go woof, like just like paper. He lights it. He starts with his,
and it's gone.
And it's finished.
Yeah.
I take 3-4 pulls out of mine. I leave it in an ashtray, chilling. He opens his box again. He starts rolling. I go, oh, number 2, huh? Okay. By the time this man reached number 3, 4, his girl's telling him, honey, don't you think you're smoking too much? I start laughing. I said, man, you look like a fucking crackhead. You give us spliff guys a bad name. You got to either come with your shit pre-rolled or you roll a bat. Stop with your fucking foolishness. Always roll it. You're getting me tired. You're killing my buzz. Facts. Fucking Little League shit. Don't come over my house till you learn how to smoke properly. Told him, get out. Get the fuck out. You're giving weed a bad name.
And I'm gonna show you just how much of a rookie Eli is, because Eli said, I get fat pre-rolls 1 gram.
Pre-rolls!
I didn't even need to finish. Exactly.
What? Eli, you obviously know what shake tastes like. Because when you buy pre-rolls, those guys are making maximum profits off of their bag. So whatever drops on the bottom is getting mixed with the top, all one batch. So sometimes you're getting some nasty smell when you're taking a pull. That's the shake.
Well, pre-roll.
Pre-roll, I bet anybody who pulls out a pre-roll, I laugh. I go, first of all, you see the size of that filter? What are you paying for paper too? Holy shit. That shit looks like a book. Honestly, Nzo, the spliff is maybe a 1/4 inch longer than the filter.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Test tube spliff.
We make our own. We make our own filter. We cut off a little piece of paper. You know what I mean? Just enough so that it, filters.
You know what I use? I use the side of the cigarette packs.
Me too.
Because when you clip those off, they're fucking perfect.
Me too. I take right here, the inside here.
Yes. Yeah. People throw it in a pack and go, hold on, clip. Yeah, okay, now you can throw it away.
Yeah, me too.
See, we're veterans, Nzo. We roll the same way, in every way.
Yeah. You don't have to cut it or anything. It's the perfect length. It rolls up.
Who's that?
Hey, Dandelion.
Who's that? What did we do to deserve your presence tonight, Dandelion? It's been a minute.
You see, Roberto's in awe. He's like, oh.
Look at that. I thought we did something wrong.
She heard Spliff can't coming.
Good to see you, Dandelion. Said,
Very good to see you.
Skizzy brand.
What's that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That must be a US thing.
Eli, you ever had moon rocks?
Moon rocks? What the hell is that?
King Louis X3 from my vape THC. I don't like vapes for whatever reason. And JG?
Yeah.
Are you a smoker?
Damn right.
No,
right now. I'm doing it right now.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Say hell I am.
You're just as bad.
The only difference is
Roberto,
it's not legal. It's just not legal here. That's the only difference.
You know what a moon rock is, Roberto?
Mm-hmm. No, I never heard of a moon rock. We don't have that shit down here. I'm sorry.
You buy from the store?
No, it's illegal down here.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah.
It's illegal for these guys.
So that's why
it's not illegal all over the US.
No, he's in one of those illegal states.
Oh, poor you.
So everywhere down south, you got to go all the way to closest place, probably Colorado.
Oh,
no, I think Missouri. I think it's a place in Missouri. I think it's legal.
At one point, Colorado was on my bucket list because those guys fucking took it to the next level when they legalized it with their spliff and breakfast. You heard about that, Nzo?
No.
You go to this ranch. When you pull up in your room, your fucking table is full of all kinds of weed, edibles, drinks, everything. You do your horseback riding, you chill, they have hammocks, you fucking take hikes. Oh man, that's heaven, boy. Heaven. Because at the time, some real chronic was coming out of fucking Colorado.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though, Quebec was the, champion.
100%. Have you guys ever seen when Redman was at Cannabis Cup?
No.
I'm trying to find it here.
I smoked that blue runs. Those runs. They smoke nice.
So this is what my next experiment is. But first, oh shit, I should have just put it in that one. But first, after I show this, then I'll explain to JG what a moon rock is. But this is my next experiment.
A bunch of hash over there. You just get these entries, these big slabs of hash. So we'll flatten out a piece of hash as flat as you can get it, almost like a rolling paper size, and then roll a blunt or a joint kind of out of the hash, using the hash as the paper.
So we rolled one. What? It was fantastic. It burned for like 45 minutes. 10 of us in the room, none of us could barely stand by the end of it. And these are experienced professional smokers. We were really, really high. We were about halfway done smoking it, and Redman asked me to show him how to do it. So I was just going to roll him one.
He said, no, I'm going to do it myself. He really wanted to learn it. So he sat down and he flattened his own piece of hash and he rolled his own and he smoked that. And
so it's just two of them.
That is my next experiment. But you have to have a lot of hash to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, what kind of fucking piece of hash? You going to roll a pinner?
It has to be a big piece of hash. But I can guarantee you there will be one day that I try that. I was like, man.
Yeah, that looks sick.
That looks, trust me, and you get some good fucking hash. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I say, Eli, you cannot hang with me, brother. You cannot hang with me. He said, didn't Ohio just vote to legalize weed yesterday? I have no idea whatsoever, but I can check. How much do we need to super chat to get JG pull on camera?
I tell you what, donate Nzo 2,500. I'll pull it up.
He said they voted that they would like to. If politicians care what voters want is another matter, Eli. Nzo smokes toothpicks. No, I do not smoke toothpicks. Well, man, I just showed you my spliff. What are we talking about here? So now, for JG, a moon rock is basically, it's a bud of weed, right? Get a good strain, whatever, it doesn't matter. And what they do is they dip it in hash oil, honey oil, whatever, right? So they get a nice thick coat of it, and then they wrap it up in some keef. Now, I used to get hash oil a lot, so I would make my own. I would just take a bud, you know what I mean? And you know, at the bottom of your grinder, you have that keef. I used to always save that. So I used to have a bag of it. So I would just take a bud, I would baste it in oil, and then I would dip it in that bag so it would come out looking really nice. And then you throw that shit in the bong, and you are high as
Say hello to heaven.
I'll never forget, right? We were watching, here it is. Let's see. We were watching a basketball game. My son and his friend came over, you know? So they're like, yeah, let's watch this game. So I said, all right, cool. I got some moon rocks. You know what I mean? It's cool. I kid you not. Those dudes were sitting on the couch watching the game like this. Yeah, dude, man. They were fucking high.
I don't want to talk. I might pass out,
bro. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely. This is kind of a long video.
You smoke so much you get stuck in a chair and can't get up.
I smoke some stuff that, like, really, like, twice or three times in life, I smoked stuff and said, that shit had to be laced, man.
Last time I had that experience, I was in Memphis, Tennessee. And I woke up in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm like, how the fuck I got there? But I got there.
I smoked this weed in New York, man, and no one else smoked. It was just me, and I really couldn't share my experience with anybody, and for that reason made it even more fucked up, because you can't even laugh with somebody to say how fucked up you are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's the first time I saw Oprah Winfrey on TV, Nzo, and she looked like Jabba the Hutt, man. She was even talking like it. I was so fucking paranoid. I never was so paranoid in my life. I was in New York, Brooklyn. I didn't really know anybody. I was there with my friend in a Gates in a basement. It was just so fucking wrong. If 50 came in, I think I would have had a heart attack, man.
Listen, you know the weed is really good when you start to get fucking paranoid.
Yes.
When you get that paranoid feeling, you know the weed is fucking good. But Eli said, I sprinkle my keef on my French toast instead of powdered sugar. Yuck.
Eli's trying to look like super freak of the weed, eh? Like you do shit nobody else does. This guy.
No, I said I hate when that happens. Sus weed is not always cool. Yeah, the paranoid, but I don't know, man. I guess maybe because I smoke a lot, so I know if I'm high and then I start getting paranoid, like I get paranoid about shit that you shouldn't even be paranoid about. You know what I mean? Like, why are you fucking even thinking about that? I'm like, yeah, this is some good weed.
But let me ask you, Nzo, you're an indica guy, right?
Yeah.
You see, you need the heights. I don't play with indica, man. I like to finish my night, you know. I know when that shit. Yo,
I can't do sativas, bro. I can't.
My boy hooked me up with a fucking indica. I had to tell him, you know when's the last time I saw a complete football game? I can't even fucking tell you. I'm falling asleep in the first quarter, not even halftime or the third, and fighting Nzo. I'm snoring like a dinosaur. My wife was like, did you get different weed, babe? Because all of a sudden you're snoring like really bad. I said, yes. I gave the weed away, man. I can't mess with that fucking indica, boy. That shit is, you know how they say twang?
Mm-hmm.
That's like super strong.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't mess with that, boy. That's for teenagers. You got a teenager brain.
For me, the stronger the better. You know what I mean? Yeah, like if I can get that 40% THC that Eli is talking about, you fucking right on getting that shit, bro. Trust me. And I usually like to switch up the weeds that I smoke. You know what I mean? So one week I'll have let's say gelato. Next week I'll have something else or whatever. You know, I always like to switch it up. But if I had some 40%, and yeah, I'd probably just stick to that one.
Hold on, let me ask all you guys in the chat, including Nzo, with your I Love Indica. Are any of you guys 50 or over? Because I know you ain't. That's why. You tell me how much you love indica when you're 50, and I'll tell you you're strong.
I'm 49.
Well, wait one more year, Nzo. You have two things to do. You need to cut yourself and watch how long it takes to heal, and smoke some indica on your 50th. If you're still the same, respect, yo.
He said King Louis the 13th vape is 95% THC. You see, that's what I'm talking about, right? All right. So you guys all know hold on, my light went out, unfortunately. So I've told this story before. Dandelion said, hold on.
She said she's 52. Are you smoking indica, Dandelion, or are you smoking sativa? Or are you even smoking?
A lot for food, you know what it took. And he said, I'm 52. That's a good question. Are you smoking indica or sativa? So the first time I ever had something with 99% THC was called butter, right? And I had no idea what I was in for when I took that shit. And usually, because I told him, man, he's like, yo, I got this thing, man, it's called butter. You want to try it? And I'm like, I don't do anything but weed or anything like that. You know what I mean? So he pulled it out and I smelled it. And it smelled like some boom ass fucking weed. I was like, damn, right? So he explained, yeah, it's from THC, the plants, whatever. I said, okay, cool. So he took a fucking safety pin, just one little safety pin, and he dabbed it. And he took a pull. He did the same thing for me. And I took a pull. Man, 5 seconds. Well, exaggerating. Let's say 30 seconds. My heart just started beating. And I was so fucking high, right? And this guy had invited me over because he wanted me to do this fraud internet, this fraud telephone shit, you know what I mean? And Roberta will know it's the grandma pitch, you know what I mean? I was like, I ain't never gonna do that shit, right? Robbing old people, stuff like that. So I just started saying, this guy's the devil. This fucking guy's the devil. This guy fucking get me to do some kind of bullshit. This guy is the fuck. I'm like, I am looking at the fucking devil. Right? So I'm like, I gotta go outside. I gotta get some air. Right? So I had to go outside. So I got outside and I started to walk. And I'm gonna tell you something very interesting as well, too. So I started to walk and he started to walk with me and he was talking. And I just turned around and said, get the fuck away from me. He turned around and continued walking. He was gone, right? Never really spoke. Well, actually, I did speak to my line after that, and he said, "Yeah, no more butter for you." But anyways. So I'm walking home, and I am just, and it's NDG, right? So I live close around, so it was walkable, and I'm talking to myself the whole fucking way home. Like the whole way home, I'm talking to myself.
You can't believe how high you are, right? That's what you're telling yourself.
Bro,
I can't believe I'm so fucking
what
high.
the fuck did I do? I'm smarter than that. I never do shit like this before. What the fuck, man? What if I'm addicted to it now? And I always get all kinds of shit was running through my head. So as I'm walking, I see, and Roberta will know, but it was a friend of ours, Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I can see him from a distance. He can see me. I know this motherfucker can see me talking to myself. You know what I mean? You see me from a distance. My mouth is moving and shit. He's like, this guy must know I'm talking to myself. So I see him and I walk past him and just like, what's up? And I just kept going. Because usually I'll stop and talk to him, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Whatever. I just kept going. I got home and I got on the couch. And as soon as I got on the couch, boom, I passed out. I was gone for the rest of the night, right? The funny part of that story is when I went to go meet that guy, right? The apartment that I met him in is the apartment I live in right now.
That's some spooky shit, yo.
And I never realized it until maybe 5 years ago, right? One day I was just thinking about the situation, and I always thought about the situation, but I never thought about where I was. And then I'm like, you know what? Because he didn't have no furniture in the apartment. But you've been to my house, Roberto. So when you come into my living room, there's a door to a bedroom. And that's how we walked into his house. Like, and I remember sitting in that room on a chair and being able to look over through the other door and see his kitchen. Exact same thing like my apartment here. It's the apartment. And then I remember coming up to the building and so I live in the same apartment that I got that fucking high the first time with. It's crazy.
That sounds similar to something that happened to me with that fucking moon rock. But this guy pulled out some UFO gadget vape machine that I've never seen before. That heats up to 3 levels. I said, I've been burning weed a long time. You ever try this moon rock? I said, no, I heard about it, but what the fuck is that? He goes, oh, you have to light it in this because you need to hit extreme temperatures. He goes, you've been smoking a while, so I'll put you on 3. And I'm always like, okay, I'm up for the challenge. Did the hit, and me and vapes don't really get along. Right when I inhale, I get like I get a tick. I get a tick in my chest, and I start coughing. That's exactly what happened. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is just like a vape, man. Just like a vape. I fucking hate vapes. It's like, oh yeah, well, we're talking. All of a sudden, I'm like, I have no saliva in my mouth. I'm trying to talk, and I feel like I can't talk. I'm like, man, my mouth's so fucking dry. You have any water? You have any gum? Yo, I started having like a little panic attack.
The pasties,
My mouth has never been so fucking dry in my life. Like I felt like I was gonna swallow my tongue. Say, yo, I'm just sticking to my weed. I'm not experimenting with this fuck. If it has to be put in something other than rolling paper, I don't want it, yo. I don't want it. I don't care where it brings you. Tell me what it's like.
Nah, I was addicted to moon rocks for a minute, bro.
No. Trust me when I tell you, JG, when you tried for the first time, you will never forget.
It ain't gonna be a first time the way you're talking about it.
Someone sticks it in a spliff, you'll know.
So here's the thing. Yeah, you're correct. It does sound like that because the dude that I get my stuff from, right? I used to go over there and I used to chill. And I'm telling you, this dude had this big ass dab thing, right? And he had his flamethrower because you have to heat. So he would heat it up to a certain degree first before you could dab on it, right? Because you have to get it to a certain temperature.
To get the full THC out of it.
Yes. And I'm like with Roberto, whenever I do like a bong or a dab, I cough like crazy, right?
Oh, bong I'm good with.
Even a bong makes me cough, you know what I mean? Especially now when I do my bongs, it's moon rocks that I put in there, right? But even that makes me cough.
It depends on the weed too, because some weed will make you cough no matter what.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So he told me that, you know, if you're gonna do dabs, you can't take big pulls, you take little pulls. You know what I mean? But when you heat that up to the right temperature and you dab that, oh man, that's a good high. You just need one dab and you feeling nice, bro. Trust me. It's a wonder. And I think I know why I don't do it is because it's a lot of money. You know what I mean? It would be a lot of money because dabs are expensive. I know why Nzo's cats are so bad. He doesn't get catnip when Nzo is smoking weed. Kitties want to get high too. Oh, my cats have catnip, bro. Trust me. 100% they got fashion. Done acid, a tad bit, done shrooms. Never done acid, never done shrooms, none of that.
I've done both.
Really?
Yes, sir. And I'll tell you, shrooms are 100 times better than acid.
I've always wanted to try shrooms. I've always wanted to try it.
If you do shrooms, JG, do not do it in the city. Go up north, rent a fucking lodge with your boys. You can't do much damage to trees. Go up there because fucking you don't know what happened. Nzo, you know when I took shrooms? Third time I took shrooms, it didn't work. So the second time, I practically OD'd. We rolled it, we smoked it straight, we smoked it with weed, we put it in capsules, we ate it, we did everything to it. We were down by Alexis Neon. By the time I got in Elihu-Who Metro, that fucking floor was Vegas. You know, Elihu-Who Metro, you have the different color. That shit was going like Vegas. And I was just freaking out. You guys see this? You guys see this? And we're talking, this is like 7 p.m. in the evening. We're high as fuck. We're heading uptown. We get, what's the next stop after Elihu-Who? The French St. Henry, what is it?
Place St. Henry.
Place St. Henry. Doors open up. St. Henry. Doors open up. You know how long the fucking metro is, right? What are the chances when that door opens up, Rodney's girlfriend walks through? Holy fuck. When you're high on mushrooms and you laugh, there's absolutely nothing on this planet that could stop you. But everything can indulge you more.
Right.
So we're laughing already. We're on the metro because we're fucking tripping out of our minds. She gets on. His face when he saw her, Nzo, I swear to God, I curled up like a pit bull, a cur pit bull, and I was crying in the corner. Like hysterically. She's tripping on us because we are so fucking high. I don't even know what we look like. We get to Plumbadon Metro. Bubs is there. God rest his soul. Bubs goes, you guys are fucking high. And Kenny was there. You remember Kenny? God rest his soul too. They're both up in heaven. We give Kenny a quarter, not even a quarter gram of those shrooms. He chugged it with CC. We're on Plumbadon in my parents' building in the basement where my friend Mooley lived. We're high out of our fucking minds. My parents are on the 3rd floor. 2 minutes later, Kenny comes diving through the window. He thinks he's a zombie. He attacks Rodney. They start fighting. They ransack this fucking guy's house. When I tell you, they destroyed his house. Holes in the wall. His furniture was, they went ballistic. I said, we got to get out of here. My parents are going to find out. I'm finished. I'm disowned. So we leave. We're walking up Côte de Neige. We're on Van Horn and Côte de Neige. And all this stuff that happened, I don't know why, I just screamed out, what a fucked up night! Like at the top of my lungs. Nzo, we're talking, it's 8 o'clock. Do you know what that quarter is like with people? It didn't even dawn on me. The story is almost over soon. We're walking a bit. I see this guy crossing the street with a 24 of beer. I point out to the guys, look at the beer. It was almost like Star Trek. We morphed over there. We were on Van Horn. Next thing you know, we're in the middle of De La Peltry and Côte de Neige. We have him circled in the middle of the street. Now, do you know what Côte de Neige is like at 8 o'clock, Nzo?
Yeah.
We are in the middle of Côte de Neige, 6, 7 of us circling these 3 guys, and we're talking. And I'm going to these guys, do you know who we are? Because, you know, we're fucked up. And Bubs is there swinging his belly song. You guys better leave. These guys are fucking high on mushrooms. So I end up cracking the guy. I don't know how I hit him because he was so close to me. But everything was like a shock. And you remember it in full detail, huh? The cops were across the street in Dunkin' Donuts. A guy tried to come out and warn us the cops are there. 2 of my friends chased him down. He's running away in his car. That's how sick this was. And we went to the arcade and played foosball like nothing happened. 4 in the morning, I'm still fucking high. I don't even know what happened to the beer. They're all episodes. I remember then we're on Dupuy Street sitting. We can't go home. We're still fucking high. 4 in the morning. I mean, this is a 12, 13-hour buzz, huh?
Yeah.
Easily.
I've never wanted to do mushrooms.
Go up north, you're all good.
No.
Beat me up, Scotty. Is 100% Andrea. We went to the fucking jump up. Oh my God. What a mistake. What a mistake. Colors are magnified 100 times when you're high on shrooms. Imagine going to the Caravana on mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
I think I'm sharing too much.
Actually, stay in if you do shrooms and start
destroy your whole house.
Now is the perfect time to go shroom picking in Golden Gate Park. There's an app to be safe for identification. I hope so, Roberto. You are the oldest guy in the room. Now that I know, we hold you to higher standards.
Who that? Thanks, Jack Slaw.
Fuck that. I know.
Been there, done that. Man, hey, we used to do fucking acid and breakdance for 10 hours.
Okay, crazy.
That shit will make you go all night in my friend's living room, fucking taking at midnight, breakdance till 8 in the morning.
Colors are crazy on shrooms and acid.
Oh, shit.
I just never felt the need to do anything like that. You know what I mean? One time, me and my boy, he wanted to do shrooms. He's like, yo, I want to go find some shrooms. Let's go find some shrooms. And I'm like, I'll go with you, but I ain't going to do them. And we never ended up finding them. But he
St. Denis Street. St. Denis Street, you can find anything on Zoom.
Yeah. We went downtown, but we didn't go to St. Denis Street, right? But you know, he was like, "You're not gonna do the mushrooms with me. You're not gonna." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm not doing that with you." He's like, "Yeah, I want to get them. You'll do them." I'm like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't want to take the chance that I get addicted to any fucking thing else. I do not want to. No ecstasy, no speed, no.
I never tried X. Never.
No fucking.
No, I want to try with the wifey. I want to try with the wifey one time.
Well, I know why you want to try because I heard stories. Yeah, man.
It's supposedly really crazy in the bedroom with that shit.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. My ex.
Hey, if it keeps the fucking marriage happy, why not?
But you see, you got to be careful because my ex used to do
it.
Get addicted, huh? She got addicted to it, yeah. And with her and her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend got off of it, but she had a hard time getting off of it. And she started talking about how you get like palpitations and shit. You know what I mean? When you're coming off of it, yeah. So yeah. But I mean, if you want to try it, just be careful with how much you try it, because I heard it can get really addictive.
I could imagine, because if you have some fucking ultra sex out of this shit, you're gonna want to have ultra sex again and again and again.
Facts. 100%. Yeah, we're gonna close it up just now, guys. It was a great show. Let me just go through these comments.
See what happens when we talk about weed and fucking forget all time and shit. I don't think we've gone this late in a long time.
For real though.
With no topics.
And Quentin just popped in there, so let me get to those comments. What up, Quentin? How you doing, brother? Thanks for popping in.
What up, 7 and 2?
What? So, I don't know why this thing is looking up like that. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right. So, Eli said, my favorite mushroom trip is at Cal Academy of Science. Stayed for a few hours in the aquarium, and that was a few years ago. Okay, sure. Andre said, trying to watch the movie Dumbo while on shrooms. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I hate having sex while I was on shrooms. You start hallucinating.
Yeah, it's very hard to stay focused. It's very hard to stay focused. You can have a conversation with someone beside you and not even realize what you're doing.
Oh my God, that would be funny.
That's what happened. It literally happened, man.
That would be so funny. Okay, so it's that. Okay, cool. Quentin said, I tried a half a hit of acid once and was in the club staring at the strobe light for like 45 minutes. Beavis and Butthead Do America drop one hit of acid when the movie starts. By the time Beavis and Butthead get to the desert, it should kick in. Well, I don't know if I want to watch Beavis and Butthead, so I'm good. It was fun, guys. Yeah, thanks, Jax. Absolutely. Extra lit was double penetration. Really, Eli? You just imagine it there. Well, I mean, you know, I can think of a few. Yeah, you see where my mind goes. So imagine where my mind would go on some mushrooms. You know what I mean? You ever see that?
Let me try this shit in the ear because I think it could possibly work if I try hard enough. This motherfucker tried to fuck me in the ear on shrooms.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
some crazy shit.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? It would be some bullshit, right? So yeah, I don't know if I really want to do that. She said no extra arms and legs and tentacles and such. No extra arms and legs and tentacles and such. So what?
You don't hallucinate. It's hard to stay focused because you're so fucking overwhelmed with happiness. You don't know what to do, man. You feel like you could run faster, jump higher. You feel stronger. Everything just feels fantastic, man.
Yeah, but I'm sure it has a different effect on everybody, right? So some
more or
people
less everyone experiences the same. I don't. Only one guy know that had a bad trip, and that was Kenny.
Well, I've heard of the hallucinations on mushrooms. That's one of the reasons why I didn't really want.
I would think more so acid, or even the only time I really hallucinated, Nzo, I did a blotter. A blotter, that shit will make you hallucinate. What is that? It's a form of LSD. Oh, okay. It's a little piece of paper with a cartoon on it. And we went to a party where I was supposed to bring weed and everybody didn't bring anything because I was supposed to bring the weed. And you know what happens to those parties, right? The fucking guy is supposed to hook you up, stiffs you, and you end up going to this party. Everyone's pissed. And one guy goes, I got something. So everybody's desperate now. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? He goes, here, but don't take too much. Here, take this. He gives me this. Look, man, if I could show you on a Kleenex. Turn my camera back on. Hold on. Before we get out of here. This is too big let me give you truth to this. Too big for? This is the size of the hit I did. Mm-hmm. I was high for like 15 hours. That I will never tell anybody to try because you would go fucking hallucinate. My jean jacket was a snake and I couldn't look in that corner the rest of the night. I'm telling you, man. Ask anybody who's touched blotter and they'll agree with what I just told you.
Eli said, your mouth is so tight, babe. That's my nose, you idiot. She said, no to the extra penis. Just seems like extra arms and legs are there. I got you. Acid. Hey, everyone. What's up, man? Thanks for popping in. Towards the end, we are closing up, but I always appreciate you popping in. He said MDMA.
That's another
LSD. And little tab of acid. It was a cool trip. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, man. For me, I'm good. I will stick with my weed and hash and, dabs and all those things, but I will not go on to that other stuff.
The problem with acid, I'll tell you, Nzo, right now, the difference between acid and mushrooms, they're very similar. The only difference for me I found is when you come down off of acid, you feel like the life was sucked out of you. You feel like you didn't sleep for 2 days. Mushrooms, on the other hand, you're just like before you took it. You really don't have any side effects, downers. That's why I prefer mushrooms over acid.
Would you do them again?
In the right environment, yeah. With a bunch of friends up north, because I'm telling you, you remember and you're going to laugh. You better make sure you put on, at my age, we have to put on some pull-ups because we might piss ourselves. But that is something you won't forget.
Yeah, I'm going to try and enjoy it tomorrow. Eli, absolutely. And yeah, I will definitely stay for the end credit scene. LSD LSD and acid are quite similar high to mushrooms. Can't sleep for about 24 hours after taking either. See, I don't even know if I want to like do that. Like can't sleep or anything. I did a spit take when I heard that voice. Oh shit. Yeah, guys, thank you everybody for popping in one last time. Want to say a quick happy birthday to my son. It was yesterday.
Big man, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
25 years old today. Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock with my boys them right here. We're bringing it live like we did tonight. Saturdays, possibly 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. We get our gangster sports perspective off. And that's about it, yo.
JG?
Right here, Wednesday nights with Nzo, a.k.a. the King of Canada, a.k.a. the Spliff Captain, a.k.a. the Osiris of this shit. And also, I can never forget Roberto, a.k.a. Keeping It Real since 65, a.k.a. the original Blumba Clatta Dada.
Thank you, Dandelion, for popping in. Elihu-Who, Jarrett for popping in. Andrea for popping in, Jack Loss, Quentin, who else was up in here? Did I miss any? Basil was up in here earlier. Chillmonger was up in here.
Flash, we're going to pull back our search party. Flash, we are going to pull back our search party.
Mike was up in the house as well. Shifty Gizm was here as well. So I thank you guys for popping in, man. It's always a pleasure. If I missed anybody, I do apologize. But we will be back next week with another episode of the O.O.C.
We might see JG's face.
We might.
When are we doing it?
Well, we never know. Every episode is a guess.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Maybe that will pull them in, JG.
In fact.
Maybe that'll pull in 400 or 500 people all waiting to see what you look like.
Thank you, Dandelion, for that. I always appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, peace, guys, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.